Oh, hello.
What?
Welcome back to Grim's Dungeon.
Oh shit, that's my dice.
I'm your host, Grim. Tonight we have Godbound again in the same room again.
Tonight.
Always the same room.
I will admit,
Today.
I did finally kill one of them. Christian, who has been with us since the beginning, I've executed with a summary execution and a firing line for crimes against humanity.
He made us. He made us the firing line.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't have control over our hands. He made
Nope.
us the firing line. We were forced to
I'm
pull
gonna
the
be
trigger.
haunted by that forever.
I can still see his face.
At least we don't know
lying
who actually had the bullet. There was only one between us, right?
Right?
It was satisfying.
You guys only shot once.
And it's weird that you guys didn't question the pig roast we had like that following night. That was very
I thought that long pig tasted
Yeah, I
familiar.
was wondering.
long pork.
Long pig. Long pig.
The smoke and the bark was so excellent.
He would be pleased that he was cooked so well.
We did hire a cook named Kyle. So
That was his last will and
it was his
testament.
last will.
All comes
He was
full
just
circle.
like, if I'm gonna be cooked, I want it to be by Kyle.
Please let it be. He
Last
starts
words.
doing a dance, avoiding the bullets.
Turns
Okay.
into-
Worked for a while.
Welcome back.
He's at a beach. He's at a beach.
He's hanging out.
He's
He's in a
fine.
better
Time.
place, guys.
Crystal clear water.
Quite literally.
Fine.
He's dead to me.
No, he was.
Guys, I'm at the beach.
Oh, man, I
sorry,
forgot.
everybody. I forgot that I'm at the beach. Anyways,
I forgot I'm at the beach.
he didn't come to my birthday either.
Nope.
Man, imagine.
2 strikes.
I'm so sorry.
Let's just say you're gonna have a surprise tonight.
Oh, great. Love it. Love it. Good.
Those who
Go,
came to
go,
my
go, go.
birthday, you guys get a present. Okay. Anyways, welcome back. Welcome back.
It's
Grim
life.
here. For those
Yeah.
watching the VOD, most of you, hello. Those watching from the shorts. Well, is this being made into a short? I think it's pretty good. I think we got
I
some
do
great
like to
short
pull
material.
from the first 5 minutes of
You
our
really
stream.
do.
It's when we're most awake. We haven't been beaten down by the game.
Yeah.
More
I'm
grim.
I have no regrets. Hey, that last short, I mean, I'm living
No
the
regrets.
dream. I just guys, my monsters. Live people on
Taking them
top.
out.
What?
Stupid.
Dead people on the bottom.
Oh, brother.
Hey.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment for years. It's been too long. Stupa. More like stupid.
So anyways,
Okay.
in addition to,
So this is a guy that watched my stream back when I actually had a viewership. So he would always come into chat and I would say stupid, more like stupid, but he was like, younger at the time and it would upset him. And he would ask like, please stop calling me stupid, that hurts my feelings. And I was like, pussy. Well,
Man,
anyway.
so you really have a history of just berating our viewers.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually friends now. He came in. He was at. You remember? You met him. He was at my last birthday party. He was here.
oh yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah,
Maybe.
freaking loser. Anyway, tonight is Godbound, session 22,
Hey, that guy.
arc 3. What episode of the arc? I think episode 3 of the arc.
Yes.
We've got some crazy stuff, so let's
You
get
will.
into it. All right, we got nothing.
I
Okay,
think
so
we made a base.
Whoa, base.
Oh, wait, is it on cam yet? On stream?
no, it's not.
Next time we'll build a guitar
Yeah.
We'll just steal his.
And keep going. Drums.
and fiddle, no violin.
A hurdy-gurdy?
Absolutely not.
It's been a while.
You've never heard of a hurdy-gurdy?
No, I've heard of one. I'm just surprised that's what you're bringing to our band.
Yeah.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah.
Okay. That is what. If you're gonna play this one, that's of
What
course of
you
what
would
Mourne would
play.
play.
I'll bring the jug.
And that's what you would bring.
Perfect.
Amazing. Well, we haven't heard this music in a
Oh my
Impressive.
hot minute. There's no excuse. We've been locked in for weeks. Let's go. Let's go.
What?
Huh?
Locked
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this room.
So last session, our party finds themselves in the jungle of Blightmoor, a hideous place filled with the guild known as the Meat and Game Guild, ran by Retgor, that you guys learned about from Johnny.
Yes.
last session. Exposition.
I remember
Thank you.
this.
Well, I mean, it is a tabletop game. I'm restricted to the
I
tools
love
of my craft.
exposition.
You guys basically found some way to make food and purify water. Congratulations. So the immediate danger has passed. However, it seems that Sebastian is not doing very well. And Johnny claims that Sebastian, your poor, unfortunate brother, has done something to himself, his very soul that is causing him to collapse in on himself. So you beg him to not succumb, which he's pretty apt to do. He's not interested in being in this planet anymore. He's kind of done. But you guys managed to convince him to undergo a sort of procedure conducted by Johnny to become a meldist, in which he will adopt his sort of maybe lifestyle, undergo some form of rituals over the next course of the next few days, and maybe come out the other end of it without, being dead, which is very much a likelihood. There is one condition, though. The ritual that Johnny is proposing is very dangerous, and it will be like a beacon to individuals in the surrounding area, demons in the surrounding area that may want to come and take advantage of that. So, in the interim, he has set aside some of the workforce in your cult to take down trees, take down rocks, to use as defenses. And you guys have done that, which we'll show in a bit. So in the course of about 12 hours, Johnny is preparing himself for this particular event, and Sebastian has been convinced and agrees to do this. So whatever Johnny foresees Sebastian's role to be in the future is still able to be fulfilled, at least for the time being. And from that, we are here. The organization of this sort of defensive structure was pretty easy for you guys. You sat down with Johnny and predicted places in which things should be, predicted where the most likely a demon incursion would come from, which you negotiated being probably the south. And you built structures around that allows you to basically have a fine defensive position. And under no circumstances should you let any demons enter in the tent. Now, the reason as to why that is and why it's alluring wasn't actually spoken about at all. But as the people construct and build the defenses that you guys have sort of planned, you all have time to reflect and to meditate and to maybe pray to your independent gods or to rest in the time between now and whenever Johnny officially presses the big red button and begins the ritual.
So there I was, in the middle of the waste, in a stampeding herd of waste mammoths bearing down on me. And I have to tell you, it was rutting season. They were aggressive. I'm not even sure they knew I was there, but I hid in the nearest cave. It was this kind of like hovel with this giant hole deep in the ground, and I just crawled and I crawled, and then I found this sort of like super smelly like mud, and I just dove into it and hid myself. Turns out it's a big hole because that's their cave, and so they actually just all followed me in there. But I was hidden so well they did not know I was there. It took me 2 weeks to get back out. I survived by eating bugs off of the mud.
Are you telling us that we should be eating bugs?
It's not a bad idea.
What a great story, Claire!
Thank you, Torin. I think I've told you that one before. It's why where I got some of this like fungal discoloration on my face.
I have some topical cream if you want it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I'd take all of my clothes off.
He's unarmored! He's unarmored!
He's an Iron now. I can't remember if he does a Scottish or Irish.
It's more Scottish.
Scottish accent. Claire.
So, rule 32, surviving the waste. When shit hits the fan, hide in the shit.
Wow.
Thinking whatever free time there was between getting things done, being set up.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Did you like my story, Fredrick?
He gets up and walks away.
He did.
A Fredrick staple. He gets up and leaves.
He would just go find somewhere that's, once things are done being
The mic is towards him.
He didn't say no. Anyways,
he would find somewhere that is not currently occupied, but not too far away, and just take a moment, sit down, rest his sword against a tree, and kind of reach for. I think the only thing he has left is probably the handmade one he made. No, the one he had Torin made, the little stone one.
Is this the one with the herald on it, or the
It's
symbol?
with the Frost Maiden symbol on it. Yeah, and he would just take it to his hands and just. He's never been a praying man. He never had great faith or strength in that. He's always just relied on himself, taking care of everything he has. But I think as these events have happened and he's seen firsthand, yeah, they're real. They do works, whether it's great or bad. Either way, there are tremendous works. So he would just take this moment to kind of just like in his hands to kind of rub over the grooves that were carved into it to make the symbol of the Frost Maiden, and just begin to try and will himself to believe. There are greater things out there, and the situation he's in, life is much larger than what he can accomplish. If he wants to leave any kind of goodness left in this horrible, torn world, he's gonna have to lean on something else. He doesn't like it, but his family believed in her. His father did. Father before him, and the whole family was based on her guidance. There's got to be some good there. So I think that's where his mind is until someone eventually comes and gets him and says, hey, we're starting, or something like that.
I give you a moment, but then I do come. Hey, Fredrick.
Yes.
I make sure I don't go in the tent.
You know, it's funny. There are probably 1,000 things I could try and say, but this is going to sound very strange from me. Have faith. It is our job to make sure nothing gets in the tent, no matter what we hear, no matter what happens. If we don't hold the line, the chances fall to 0. Even if the chance is only 1%, we can hold 1%. But you're going to have to find that strength to hold the line.
But if we don't, and if something is getting close or even gets in,
I'll just put my hand on her shoulder to kind of stop her from talking. No, we don't think that way.
okay, if it's getting close,
We stop it.
you stop it. I'm gonna keep a distance because I can't. If I'm too near it, I can't promise anything.
That stubborn prick you call brother has my tear, so I'll keep him safe.
Thank you.
Just in the midst of this horrible, horrible procedure.
Well, it hasn't started yet.
No, oh.
He's just kind of waiting for y'all to like prep for it to begin.
So anyway, Witton.
So
2 weeks of just
Poor Witton is just roped
waste-
into this, can't get out.
waste mammoths banging while I'm hiding in their waste.
while he's telling this amazingly constructed story to Witton, I do have a question for you. While you're, ruminating, and after she kind of parts and leaves, and you're back to your thoughts, something occurs to you that hasn't occurred in a while, and that is you haven't wielded your family shield in a long time. Do you still have it?
I believe I only left the great sword when I got the current one I have, so I would still have it.
Yeah.
I definitely remember leaving the greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't a family greatsword. I think all I had was the shield.
No, it's just your sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he still has it.
Describe it.
Considering their family and how they were, it would definitely be more of a medium to larger rounded shield.
Mm-hmm.
Upon the crest, or the front of it, simple iron and wood. But I would imagine probably burned into it too. That's the best technology they had.
It's probably painted on. Yeah.
Painted on would be the depiction of, I don't think he would be considered nobility, but his family had a house name and a house, symbol. So it would be that of a simple tower with 3 kind of circular lines going through it, representing the northern winds.
Did you take it out? Do you leave it where it is?
If he's going to go and try and find something further within himself, I would say he would have it out.
Mm-hmm.
He would have rested the great sword and then kind of had this moment like just more iconography, more things to maybe draw memories,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. He would set it out and just lean it against the sword very cautiously, kind of look over. When he did use it constantly, the kind of discare it's fallen into, unfortunately, looking over the scars of it, and I could replace that plank of wood pretty easy. Oh, I remember that fight.
Upon looking at that shield, you feel an abstract sense of foreboding. Abstract in the way that it doesn't feel connected to the place you are right now or the situation you're in, but this strange sense of foreboding looking at it. And you're also reminded of that dream you had, that split hallway and those doors, one emblazoned with flame, the other as chill and cold as night, and the flame door, you slaughtering the demon lord Grug, and the other, you presiding on a hill over a great battle. And you remember walking through that flame door and leaving that other prospect, it's the best word I think I can give it, behind. What are the rest of you doing?
I think Annabelle is...
Other than telling great stories.
He's
Other
biting
than
his,
fantastic storytelling.
he's biting his
have-
split tongue.
108 more.
I think Annabelle is kind of pacing laps around, just kind of keeping watch, and tracing the boundaries, peering out into the woods beyond. And she has her crossbow on her arm and her lantern at her hip, but she is holding the lion. The stuffed animal. She still has it.
It's gotta be a little gross.
It's
by
definitely, well, it was probably gross before. Like, childhood toys get nasty, but she's just, holding it, and it's, a little small in her hand compared to how she remembers.
now. Yeah.
Especially now.
All the guards are just every time she runs by, they're holding their blades and bows.
I think Witton he's just trying to stay as centralized in their camp as he can. Trying to make sure he's within equal distance to the guards, any of his compatriots.
3-action heal.
Yes, 3-action heal in everyone around us right now. Exactly in the... No.
I think
Johnny.
after it breaks up, the goblin is actually he climbed up on top of the tent, actually.
On top of the tent?
Yeah, because he's small and light, so no one can follow him up there or do that either. Jeez. And so you see him, and he's just got his head back, he's relaxing, and he's just staring off really, really far into the sky.
And you said how many hours?
There's not a set time limit. Okay. Like the hunting party was to give you guys some dramatic.
Yeah.
But obviously your characters don't know that, and John A has been given you as much time as you need to prepare prior to starting. But there's a time in which Sebastian will be too far gone, so it's not an infinite amount of time. Yeah. I would say like the most you could really squeeze out is about 8 to 12 hours minimum, maximum. Excuse me.
Barring any rests that we take, which obviously we do rest at some point, but in the time we aren't, every hour, as close to the hour as he can, Witton is going to all of the patrol on our edges, and he's going to cast guidance on them, just re-upping that every time, just in case they'll end up needing it. Both in terms of flavor and just in case they spot something a little earlier than maybe before. Yeah, just a mix of anytime he's not going out to them, he's right in the center of camp.
Got it. Upon reflecting on, or rejecting reflection, upon the previous month's events, you all feel a sense of change approaching. It's been building for a while now, this new stance in life, being sort of marked as different, yet having that exposure no longer matters. The social norms, the societal constructs that held us together for thousands of years have died. There's none of it's left. And you all inherently feel that something is about to coalesce. And this emboldens you. Now, whether that emboldens you in a fearful way or, but there's some innate deep sense beyond your control is kind of welling up, this sense of like the breath before, and the exhale, the calm before the storm. Now, whether that storm is going to be transformative or destructive or what, it's abstract, it's almost intangible, but you all feel it, like you're right on the precipice of something. It's almost maddening because there's no context for what this feeling is arriving from. And maybe it's the fear of an incursion, maybe it's the feeling of having to travel south, the realization through John A that there is a demon lord that may have to be contended with in Octo or Low Ridge, the city in the deep south.
Home.
Do what?
I said home.
Home.
Sort of.
There's a lot of different things that maybe it's up to you and so what your characters are thinking at this moment. But that feeling remains regardless. Please level to 6.
Oh shit. I was just curious about that. Damn. Okay.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh god.
Which is kind of why I said I was going to be evil.
Damn it. Now I have to pick another spell.
I didn't even have my digital character sheet up.
Jeez. Okay.
Holy fuck off. So much HP. Why?
That's right. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Literally got like 15 points.
Alright. Here's the question. Did I already preset what I was leveling to the next level?
That's what I'm wondering. Did I preset this or did I mess with it and not make decisions?
I did.
I
It's actually a very simple level for me.
Nice.
So this is the third level, which means that you upon meditation and or exploration spiritually, your next power may manifest. But not at this time. Not right at this time.
When it becomes necessary.
Well, when it occurs, it'll have I think something that will have to be done in order to obtain it. There are no more freebies, just by nature of growing stronger. So.
All right, everyone's silent while we figure this shit out.
Yeah, I'm evil. I'm evil.
You're sabotaging the stream again, you bastard.
I have that right. I can sabotage it. Hey, look, man. They're always like, I got a comment a long time ago, like, why don't they I'm like, I leveled them through things more than just the statistical ups. Like, they get better gear and they get
milestone.
They get stronger. I see levels as like mental and or spiritual growth, like as far as like when I trigger them.
A new chapter.
Yeah, things are occurring. Like, not really, sometimes like great actions, but usually those great actions are coupled with.
I'm just saying, I also did my level 7. If you just want to.
You level
speed
5 times.
No, I didn't do 8 and 9 or 10. All right, but I'm ready then. Well, I have to adjust my sheet.
Oh, this one. Oh, damn. Yep, I should have looked at these way more before now.
Well, while you do that, I can explain y'all's defensive structure.
Yeah.
So I'll go to DM and Dungeon Cam. So hi, welcome to this frame where it's just me and the Dungeon Cam. As you can see, they are prepping for an incursion. Just to reiterate, one of their NPC party members, Sebastian, has been corrupted by demonic energies, whether through his own action or by accident or both. He is dying. They have a job to complete. They are required to find this place called Nirvana within the confines of 1 month. They have a strong lead as to where it could be, but they've learned recently that a demon lord has taken residence in the place they think Nirvana is. Now, is that a clear indicator that something interesting is there to cause him to be there, or is it circumstantial, or does it not exist? All remains to be seen. But it is apparent to Jane, this sort of spiritual guide they've come across and has helped them sort of guide them down the line, has stated that Sebastian is paramount, and if he dies, then basically their quest is over. They won't be able to complete it. There's more he has to do, and his sort of observations, his far sight into the future is pretty obfuscated by doubt and contradicting ideas that are coming into his mind from the beyond, etc. And how he has these visions is also subject to debate. But he declares that Sebastian must live. And in order to do that, he must become like Jane, a meldist, someone who harmonizes with extraplanar energies, right? Because demons and devils and things in Pathfinder world come from other planes of existence that are not the mortal plane. No laughing. You're gonna need it, but no laughing.
No.
So, anywho, they are of course going to try to save him, and at first he doesn't want to be saved, doesn't want to go through the Meldus process, doesn't want to be like Jane, but they convince him to do so, and he finally agrees. It requires a really intense procedure, one that will emit a lot of demonic energies and attract a lot of demonic forces. So they have had a little bit of time to prepare. They had various stonework structures, wooden pallets, things like that, to basically build infrastructure to potentially defend against this incursion, and that's what they've done. And you can kind of see here, there's a little like circular structure around this main tent, and that main tent is where Sebastian is being held. And their prediction is that to the south, which is, I guess, north for you guys, south is to me, the enemies will come, rush up, and attempt to overrun them. Now, who the enemies are, their characters do not know that. But I kind of teased who it was, and it's an old enemy of theirs they encountered at the beginning of the second arc, about 10 or so sessions ago, a long time ago. So they built this sort of defenses. They built like a structure where they can like oversee things. They've built, a variety of like kind of hidey places so they can get advantage on their attack. They can get enemies will have a disadvantage on their attack rolls. So that's very nice, and that's where we're at right now. So they're basically in the preparatory phase. They're reflecting on the past events, and as a result, they have leveled to level 6. They've kind of established a foothold with their cult, their group, and now they're trying to make sure they keep it. There we go. All right, who needs more time?
I'm good.
Good?
Good.
I'm good in terms of what I need to have. I'm just rewriting all of my skills with the proper numbers on my paper character sheet.
Excellent.
But I have everything ready to rock. Digitally.
Can I do something given this information that we are now level 6?
Don't ask permission, ask
Just do it.
forgiveness.
Just
Can you
it.
do, like, what does that mean?
Can I
Have a roleplay
Can
mode?
I use a thing that I just acquired? Is why it's important to ask, because maybe I can.
Well, I don't really know what that means. Right?
A skill that I like, a ability that I just.
Well, yeah, if you have it, you can use it. It's
Do it,
yours.
do it.
Okay, I am going to. Annabelle's been pacing, and I think at some point she realizes that she's just kind of letting the anxiety take it, and she sits down and pulls out a deck of cards and starts shuffling. And she's going to perform a harrowing ritual, which is sort of like reading from a tarot deck. But I don't have mine with me, which makes me really sad. I would have brought it if I had fucking known.
So mean, Grim.
How
That's the meanest
dare
thing
you.
you've done to us.
Yeah, like, we got a level, but it
Tell
wasn't.
me.
We leveled.
How dare you level me up?
Son of a bitch.
believe
I am.
But it's okay. I've come
We've
up-
only we've had 22 sessions and I've only leveled 3 times. That's on pace for me personally.
Yeah.
That seems
That's
fun.
yeah.
Most
Yeah.
excited about the feat I just took.
I also don't
pretty cool.
exactly know how this goes. So
I think you guys deserve it. You guys have locked it down. You guys have You have a little group. You keep claiming they were forced upon you. I disagree fully. I mean, you could have killed them all, like, slaughtered them.
Again, I say yes because that's the two options that.
Well,
We
I
could
mean,
have said no.
every
we could have
option.
said fuck off.
Yeah, you could have. I had it written down.
I will.
Like, there's a chance that, I mean, they're probably going to go with it because they like going with stuff, but, like, they're probably, there's a chance they'll reject it.
I
yeah.
will say the official
That's the
harrowing
name of the first
ritual
character I was
spell
making.
takes an hour to cast.
We can,
So-
again,
Yeah.
within
Okay.
that time frame, you can do it.
They were.
So
So in the dark of night,
I am-
you're approached by a shadowy visage who grants you insight into occult knowledge. And you awaken in the middle of the night, hours before the ritual to take place. And you now have the ability to commit what is known as the harrowing ritual. Ritual.
Ritual.
Witch-
Halloween ritual.
No, witch.
She's
like
a witch.
Like a witch.
Hello, kitten. I'm gonna do a ritual for you.
Daddy demands you respond, kitten.
Oh, please.
Kitten, you better respond to Daddy.
Draw me a card. Roll full LOL. RAR XD.
Have you seen this, like, Discord mod face reveal compilations where it's just like, you're like, oh! It's like, it's who you'd expect to be a Discord mod.
So anyway,
Thanks.
so she's
I almost berated an actual viewer because when I looked over, it looked like one of those spam messages like, "Buy viewers here." But I'm glad that I read it before I was like, "Get out of here!"
Be gone.
Stay.
Thank you,
Please.
Forest One. I appreciate
One
the nice
Forest
comments.
Hey.
This is session 22 of this campaign. So I can't really give a good full rundown anymore. It's just not possible. Like, we're looking at every session being around 4 hours long. It's longer than most TV shows, bro.
but
It's
it's
so
all
long.
available on YouTube.
All available on YouTube. Grimm's Dungeon Arc 1, 2, and now currently 3. Godbound available to you, One Forest 1. If you have 0 life and all the time in the world to burn, then go for it.
You can
But
even
thank you, we
find it
appreciate it.
on your TV if you put it there.
You're so intelligent.
So I rolled for
I have a +1.
card that she pulls.
It's like the deck of
God.
many things type.
No.
thing.
No, it's more like a tarot deck.
I'm like,
Okay. What's my tarot deck?
future telling type.
Hey, I'm getting my
Pathfinder's-
future red.
It's a Pathfinder specific tarot deck based on the 6 abilities and then the alignments. So there is a card for each combination of ability and alignment. I rolled for the intelligence card of chaotic evil. It's called the Snake Bite.
oh.
And
What does that
I
mean?
see.
it's sort of representative of the death of ideas or freedom, turning friends against each other, and poisoning the mind of the virtuous. And I think she's not loving that.
Oh my god, the new era is crazy.
The new era. We're gonna die here, guys. Someone's gonna die.
The purge
Dash
of
is gonna die.
the enlightened. The
and
burning of
so-
books. Oh god.
Snakebite, not a bad band name. Just saying. Snakebite.
So also, what am I?
While you're thinking of that, I just read the middle part of your message. While you wish it was Fallout, we do that every other session. So in 2 weeks' time, Fallout session 8
Yeah.
will be premiering. You just missed our other Fallout. So we interplay between Fallout and Godbound. So I don't know if you've been here before, Forrest. I'm sorry. Names are awful for me.
So I am assuming that this is an occultism check. It's a skill check. And I think I'm just generally pulling regarding this whole thing and the attack that's coming, and I think her heart is specifically with Sebastian, but she's trying to focus her mind on everyone. And that's a 20. I don't know what the DC is. It says, depending on the result of your primary skill check to perform this ritual. Do you know what the DC for things are?
It's a class level.
Is it just like class level DC?
So the DC is
Maybe.
Maybe like 20.
it would be 22.
now.
Okay.
22 now.
So that's a failure. So she pulls the snakebite card.
Well, what is this, a spell?
It's a ritual.
Okay. So it's not a casting
different than
level.
spells.
It's nothing like that. Because if it's a
It's
spell or
First level?
It has to be one creature that you're targeting, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's Sebastian.
so Sebastian's level is still 5, so he'd be 20.
I'm also just checking.
Would that be a
what your
success?
DC is.
If I mean,
Yeah,
I
if you
I'm
can
not
find
sure.
it, that'd be great. I'm
You're
also fine with this just
thaumaturge.
making-
I love thaumaturge.
Y'all, I would have. I didn't know. I would have looked into this. I would have brought the cards.
This is
You
why
could
I
have seen
play
the
barbarians,
Art. They're
man.
beautiful.
Like math,
There's
math is crazy, but at least it's all about wapa, you know.
Especially in Pathfinder, their glass cannons, they can be kind of tanky, but for the most part. Even more so than you. 'Cause you're kind of tanky.
Yeah, I'm not super tanky. I'm just kind of
But you
tanky.
could be in the fight.
Torin is super tanky,
Torin is super tanky.
but
I'm
he
kinda
got,
tanky.
but he has a major weakness to magic. Like he has no magic protection at all. That guy just gets slaughtered.
He's a lightning magic rod.
Yeah, I don't think he has any negative, but he has no like defenses
If he was
against
here, he'd
energy.
say, yeah, I do
might
have
not-
a
I might not
magical
even-
rod. Hey-o.
Well, he's not here. He's at the beach.
But I said it for you,
Yeah, I don't see anything about a DC, so
Christian.
I'll make a ruling and we'll figure it out.
I miss Torin.
If you're casting it on something, like I'd have to say maybe the DC is either my discretion or their class. So his class DC's by level. If he's still level 5, he's not 6 because he's kind of pseudo unconscious. It's 20.
Okay.
So with that DC, I would say you succeed
That
and we
would
can
be a
proceed.
success. So then I'm not going to give it straight to him, but I will give the card to Janae and say,
What is this?
give this.
Oh wait, hold on. What is this?
It's just a good luck token.
This is an occult item. How dare you defile this tent with such an artifact?
He energized it. Like,
John.
damn it. Okay, so you go to
Card
John.
throw.
Okay, you go to
I
John.
give it to him to
What
give
if-
to Sebastian.
Some
During
sort
the
of good luck
ritual.
token, I take it.
Yeah, it should.
Is this what he sounded like?
yes.
I don't
Yes.
know.
I feel like his,
Yes, it
his
is.
voice has changed like
Sad.
3
Maybe.
times.
It's changed
Twice.
once.
Hey, 1's 3, you know.
How dare you!
I don't know how to count.
I will
Sorry.
take this and then I'll pin it to his lapel like a rose.
Perfect.
So what does it do?
It gives him 1 reroll for a success. He gets a 1 reroll on a skill check because it's intelligence.
Interesting.
So
Let's lose using it on the unconscious guy that can help with the fight. I like your style.
I mean, it a little
like
bit
your
depended
style.
on what I rolled
Yeah.
because there are other ones that do like strikes or saves and stuff. But for skill checks, I want it to be in there with them. I think my intention is
I got it.
I guess if it's John A that's going to be making the skill checks, I would want it to go with
Just
him.
pin it on his back so he doesn't... Okay, awesome. No, I got you.
Thank you.
You're just following him
Forrest
with a
says,
push pin. Just...
Don't worry, I'm really liking Pathfinder so far. It's intense. This is a homebrew world. I made it up. It's a demonically incurred world. Like, everything's kind of destroyed. It's bad. It's like Fallout fantasy style, frankly. But instead of radiation, it's a bunch of goofy imps. And not so goofy.
If you
demons.
are aware of the remaster, we are playing remastered. Just to be clear.
You're mainly here for the chemistry. Yeah, I do have a PhD in chemistry. I'd love to do like a presentation on like organic chem at some point. So I'm glad that at least one person's down for that.
Chemistry
we have
and
great
law,
chemistry.
Damn.
Great chemistry.
I miss you, Christian.
You're dead to me, Christian. You're dead to me. Next time I see you, you're gonna regret ever coming on this show. Anyway, okay.
I did see something on his desk that read
are we all
beard
good?
poison, so just be careful.
Are we all good?
We're great.
Yeah, we're good. Okay. John A exits the tent and he says, this is John A, little wizard guy. I have successfully prepared the ritual. It is time if you all are ready.
What? I'm ready.
Wake up, you filthy goblin!
I was like cuddling with Torin.
I'm ready.
What, Claire? Is Kyle back?
No, no, I'm sorry. That was just a very nice dream. Go back to bed.
I close his eyes like he's a corpse.
The metal scream.
Oh God, no.
This character has been cursed to be metallic, like Midas touch. So he's like golden.
It's okay.
He can't eat. He put something in his mouth and it rattled and like a cup which blocked his throat off. So how he speaks, I try to prevent him from speaking, but he found a way around it. Anyway, okay. Are you all prepared?
You never exactly told us what exactly summons the creatures to this ritual.
In fact, I did, but your memory is so poor that I shall repeat myself. What, did you not watch the VOD?
Pretty sure you explicitly said also he didn't say exactly what causes
I think it was.
So he wheels out the
ritual.
blackboard, and he starts to go into meta-dynamics.
He literally told us.
Whatever.
The intense amount of energy is a beacon to fiends such as these. They are all-consuming. And the desire to consume said energy will draw them to us. I could go in depth. I could continue. You seem like a learned man. I'm sure you would understand it.
It's fine.
You didn't candle them? Oh,
I did.
we have to restart.
Start it over. Forgot the flickering candles. They were just on.
How dare.
That's not how
Well.
candles work, Morgan.
Oh well.
You ever seen a candle?
Any other questions? Okay, I need to stop doing that. That's it. Any other questions?
Once they've been told that he's about to start, Fredrick would take probably just go scrounge up or pull out his pack a leather strap or a belt, and while he's not going to be able to use it, he'll at least carry it on his back for this battle, and he'll strap his shield to his back.
Great.
No.
Okay. Anything else?
You're still dreaming. We go.
Then let us begin. And he recedes into the tent.
Do you want me to throw you up there?
Lettuce, tomato, bacon. Sounds so good. Right now. Wait. Can we eat breakfast first?
I think you missed
I
your
have a
chance.
question.
Find some bugs.
The flaps
Wow.
of the tent close. And at first, there's silence. But then, just on the edge of hearing, a squeal, this high frequency sort of like tinnitus ear ringing,
Oh, that thing I hear all the time.
And you can feel this sort of warm energy percolate throughout the space. And you can taste what seems to be metal. And you can feel that sort of weird feeling you get in your teeth when you eat something that's, you know, like a bug or something that you found running around in feces.
We didn't kiss last night.
I'm gonna move over by the gate. I'm moving away from this as I start to feel this.
And that's when you see it.
Set up post by the entrance.
I climbed the tower.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, all right, get in position.
I climbed the tower.
Don't let him keep talking. Give your
Okay,
positions
you
now.
climb.
Not let him keep talking.
Do I have to move myself?
I'm not by the tent.
No, I know.
Where do you want to be?
By the gate. Or the makeshift door. The ladder. Sideways ladder.
Sideways.
And Annabelle's dead!
She's broken again.
Oh, crap.
I can see it.
What?
It's
What?
I forgot the blue-eyed guy's miniature downstairs. Hold on.
Oh no!
No.
Quick, while he's gone.
Oh, it's him!
Steal all his miniatures.
That motherfucker!
Oh, no!
It's the one that got away!
Not this time.
Now-
I told you guys that.
He did
Like-
say that.
That's what
Yeah.
the twist was at the very end. I told you guys that. Man, you are off your...
I really am, alright? It's been a time.
He won't escape me twice.
Okay.
I forgot.
His head's going on a pipe.
Tell us everything we need to do.
This map is roughly 80 by 80 feet. Just so
Cool.
you're aware.
Turn the mic towards
I have the mic now.
Ah!
That's
Hello,
the
Chad. I
backside.
can't read what you're saying, but I'm speaking to you. We built this tower. With my range, I can shoot anywhere on this map. I have a long bow, so within 30 feet, it is not as good. But I have a good
Sure,
shot,
okay,
so
okay. So close to the
But
tower, keep it.
because
Got it.
Triangle Pythagoras.
I got
still
you.
have a little bit wiggle room there. I personally think he's going to bring people from the south.
Yeah. So he is south. Grim is south. Yeah?
That's my guess, is where he's going to
That's our orientation.
But we've left
We
a
still-
gap here, and we've barricaded all along the river.
Uh-huh.
As far as I'm concerned, these little people can just kind of go wherever the largest surge is. So perhaps we reverse that. And he's looking at me really strangely.
Yeah, okay, so if you can't do as well within 30 feet, it's good for me to be like kind of right underneath you because
but
I want people within 30 feet. So
because
I'll take
of the
care of that.
yeah, because of the tower, it'll be like a little bit closer than 30 feet because
Sure,
of the
yeah,
direction
yeah.
down. So I have a little even better range.
Which is
And we put
good.
little
We have a little bit of overlap, essentially.
rocks up there so I can hide behind them.
Don't encourage them, Forrest. I can't read your message to them. That'll make them feel like they're
Read the message.
rambunctious
Read it,
nature.
read it, read it, read it, read it.
Forest. 141.
I can't read it. I'm sorry.
You're lame.
You've done
No,
a really
guys, he just can't read.
he's done a really good job pretending that he can though.
Everyone on this show. None of us can fucking read.
Forrest says Morgan has kissable lips. Okay,
Aw.
that's no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They made a Star Wars reference, but you don't like Star Wars, so I don't want to insult you.
So you complimented me instead. Thanks.
Aw.
He said,
That's the grim we love. Big Daddy.
It's a boo. Okay, so at first you see nothing, but in the distance of the tree line to the south, a blue glow. As they approach, it becomes very clear, almost instinctively, who this person is. You felt this before. As he approaches, in your crude humanoid amygdalas, cascaded in an aura of blue light, is the very same man who sought to capture you during the events between Arc 1 and 2. And surrounding him are all of his gougers. Except they look well versed in road travel and warfare now, far more than they did in your previous encounter.
They've been training, but so have we.
DC.
The other
hell yeah.
archer up there looks at me funny.
Oh,
Whatever.
sorry, I forgot you weren't Torin. Where is Torin?
Yeah, where's our metal man?
He's just asleep. He's gonna sleep through the whole fight.
Damn it, Claire, why'd you have to put him back to sleep?
He just looks so peaceful.
Yeah, and we aren't.
And he was rusting a little bit, so I think he needs some beauty sleep. You know how we get like bags under our eyes and our wrinkles get a little deeper and our eyes lose all sense of hope.
That's just my mental state to be.
Pretty sure you've had that.
It's
I think you just
haven't
need to
slept
sleep
well
more.
in at least 5 years.
Oh yeah, that means you've probably lost like 5 years of your life.
They exit the woods, and around them seems to be 6 of the standard Gouger guys. They all wield these runic swords that glow in the dawn, as the light hasn't quite crested over. Even still with the cloud cover, it's usually pretty dark as it is. And another figure appears, the same orc that you confronted
The
during
tattooed one.
yeah, all those times ago. Yeah,
He's alive?
he's alive.
There's no way. I murdered the shit out of him.
You did. I think you bisected him.
Yes.
I went back and checked the VOD. But to your eyes, from where you're standing, that's who it looks like. Now, maybe you're just racist. But, you know, that remains to be seen. It is pretty dark. Orcs, they all look
You know
the
the
same.
girl with the dragon tattoo. This is Orc with the Groove tattoo. Little known prologue.
Wow.
At first, they do nothing but stand there.
I shoot them.
Yeah.
They observe the surrounding area. I'll let you do your first out.
I'm hiding.
Oh, okay, you're not going
I'd
to
like
shoot him.
pressed down and hidden.
So you're not shooting him?
No.
Okay. I don't want to make you feel like I'm overriding
No,
your...
that's okay. I wouldn't shoot yet. I'd be watching and learning.
Okay. At first, they don't commit any action. They're not traversing the space. They're just observing. Are you exposed? Like, could he be able to see you? Are you looking at him, in other words?
Yeah.
You're looking at him?
Yeah.
Okay. His eyes fix on yours. And much like the original time you fought him, he closes his eyes and blinks. Every blink is a cycling of colors.
Not
Can I
that
duck?
again.
And it finally
Down
ends.
below
The color ends on yellow. He's staring right into your soul.
P.
He lifts his left hand up and snaps. And you feel it. That same clawing at your neck that you felt many times before. You turn around and roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. Trying to get it out.
No, I stay hidden.
He's like right behind. Oh my god.
He's right behind me, isn't he? it's a stupid fucking. He's right behind me, isn't he?
As you guys are rolling initiative, when you look at this creature, it is the feeling you have when this thing has attacked you in the past, but it's not as translucent anymore. It seems more firm, more real than it has in the past.
I don't think we've seen this since the transformation. Does it look like old Annabelle or does it look like me now?
It is more halfling oriented.
It's still halfling.
Yes.
Okay.
It's still very dark, but instead of shadowy, there's more of a solidity to
Okay.
to the
Okay.
form.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. I forgot everything I know about this creature. That's great.
You forgot all the ways you've killed in the past.
Yeah, I have.
You have them noted?
I've got Arc 1 and Arc 2 right here. My notes got too much. I had to like split them out between all the.
My favorite part is pulling
Fallout.
out stuff that you guys did completely forget about, but I never.
So
I didn't
far,
forget about him, I just
you
forgot to,
have
like-
used
You've used slashing.
holy, or whatever the equivalency
good.
is now. Good.
Vitality. That's what it is.
When did
now.
we?
You did vitality when you summoned your thing the first time, and it just obliterated it.
Yeah.
No, we did. You triggered fire.
I think he's talking
In the
about
sewers?
a different time.
I'll talk
Different
about the
time.
sewers.
In the sewers, it was fire.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, we blew it up basically.
And I've
That one.
killed it with piercing for sure.
Piercing, slashing, fire.
Slashing. Bludgeoning, I think,
Okay,
is
I'm
also
doing
on
one
the list.
roll.
And holy.
I'll let you
Yeah.
guys decide. Do you
We'll
want
drown it.
group for the minions, or do you want me to roll them independently? It will take
Easiest
longer if I
for
roll them
you
independently.
We can do
For the
a
minions.
we can do a group, but if we want to split them into smaller groups, I would like to have that ability later.
Okay, I think we can find. I might roll them separate for now.
You know, like 2 groups of minions?
I feel like group is good for me because then once they do everything, then I can be like, okay, now I can figure out who needs healing or
Sure.
buffs or whatever the hell. But at the same time, that means everyone gets hit harder.
Yeah. I think group, and then if we're like you 4, go to the wall.
Take the black. I know that doesn't seem relevant right now, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
It'll come back in 3 seasons or we'll forget.
You have a fancy sword.
Yes.
He does have fancy
You have
sword.
fancy sword.
Okay, let's do it.
Fire and cold.
19.
19.
Bad roll.
Yikes.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. 18.
Also bad
Yikes.
Bad roll, but not as bad of a
20.
roll as yours, which
roll.
is
We literally
really
have 18,
disappointing.
19,
29.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Great. The
20. Man, we got
melee.
18, 19,
Okay,
20,
Fred.
29.
Looks like
Then
I'm
we've
moving a lot.
got Witton.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Well, no, I'm just like doing you guys
Oh, okay.
first. Sorry.
I was like, damn, I beat out
No, no.
the minions.
Yeah, she's behind me. Right behind me.
Okay. So, exclamation point, as always, is the big bad.
Big bad.
And he got the same, so we're gonna
Oh.
see who gets to go. Well, it's a natural 20. I'm gonna give it to you because it was gonna be
Roll
1 to
just in
10.
case.
Yeah, no, I rolled like to see if he got it or not. So, yeah. Why would
Is
you?
that 20 symbol?
It's not a symbol.
Oh, no, very
I was about to say, it doesn't have a symbol, it's just a 20.
Okay, then we got.
Oh, how crazy would that be? Not 20.
Just
Oh my! They're all grouped up anyway. I did all that
Great.
rolling for
Works
no
in your
reason.
advantage.
no.
As of right now, it seems that the person that you allegedly have killed in the streets of, if I'm not mistaken, the
No, it
streets.
was in the right before he threw the dagger at the tree. They were up top in the seed area. That's when the orc went down.
That's what I'm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the city.
Oh, you said streets. I thought you meant that was the first time I encountered him.
No, like the-
nothing happened there.
No, like in the. I was just making the streets of
Oh,
Del Ruth,
sorry.
like you know, like
my
kind of like that. Yeah,
Because
that's
it was
fine.
like
Killed
a
in Del Ruth.
throne room type area, wasn't it?
Everybody remembers the last word
It was at the yeah
that the
height.
goblin said to everybody before he climbed the tower, which was single target focus. Burn them down. Remove someone from the
All right.
initiative every turn.
And at the very tail end will be the rest of the group. All right, ready?
So good.
I did so bad.
Fred.
I almost used my hero points.
You go first.
I feel like I should save that.
And I'm hidden.
So I guess it would be from Fredrick. It would be more of a sense of where the forces are versus actually seeing anything because there's no movement.
I think,
here.
could we say like the archer guy just called out as soon as they came?
To the south.
Yeah.
To the south! That's his voice now.
To the south!
We've gotten rid of the So
The ladder, the big ladder, we decided that you can place it by yourself or 2 people can place it by yourself and that crosses.
He said
if
it just
you
takes
want
a
to
check to do.
Yeah.
It'll take a check.
yeah.
Just so you are aware of mechanically what that ladder is.
Cross it.
No, I say we make them come to us.
Mm-hmm.
You could delay.
Is
You could attack with
this forestry here, Grim? Is there enough to assist with cover, or will I just be out in the open if I go over there?
Someone took my laser pointer.
Not me.
It's over here.
I
Oh.
was looking
So I
for it.
don't-
I was
yeah.
looking for it.
Also remember, there's a shadow right behind Annabelle.
So where you want to go?
Is she ground
Here?
level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought
Shadow
you were up
right
in
there.
the tower.
No, that's only the goblin and one of
Oh,
our
well, fuck
guards.
this guy. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Freddy, freeze him out.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll run over to that creature. And with my fancy new Furious Focus,
Stride action.
I will stride action over to him. And then with Furious Focus, I can now have the ability, my Vicious Swing has gone from costing 2 actions to only costing 1 action.
Oh, you are kidding.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Damn.
It still takes 2 actions. It only counts once against your multiple attacks.
Oh.
That's
Still
I read
great.
that.
That's
Yeah.
still great. That's honestly better.
I read this wrong.
I would still keep it.
Yeah, well, of course I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
against
yeah.
my...
That's great.
Gotta go.
Because then
Okay.
if you attack to
Thank you.
use your third action to attack again, it's only going to be count as your second attack instead of your third.
Alright, then I will
Wait.
take a swing
Sorry.
against this creature using the cold side of the blade.
Yeah.
The cold part is important. Ooh, baby.
My long body.
It's a 37 to hit.
Hey, Grim, Jan?
I'm working on it. Thank you.
Oh God.
Thank you. Are you asking me a separate question outside
No.
of what he just
No.
said? I heard 37.
I'm
Okay.
nervous.
Right now I'm just tabulating all their, like, getting their health table ready.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So you run up with the cold side of your blade and take a wild, vicious swing at its form, if you can call it that. Okay. And you rolled a 37. That is a crit.
Okay.
Because it's reflecting your AC right now. So what's your
Oh.
AC? Because I actually don't have your new AC.
23.
Okay, yeah, then that is a crit.
Nice. With this new Pathfinder, because it is 10 over.
Yeah.
So, with my crit specialization, this creature is made off balance by the attack and becomes
What's your perception?
flat-footed until the start of my next turn.
Off guard.
Well, that's the verbiage here.
So it's off guard?
Damn.
Until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
Okay, so what was the damage total?
I haven't gotten there yet. I want to get the crit specialization out of the way.
Just
Open up all these.
Yes.
Massive swing. Dissipates into smoke just as it coalesces.
That would be amazing.
That would be ideal.
I'm hoping for it.
Yeah,
Do
how many
you
hit points do you
need-
have? 'Cause
I
I'm
don't
here
know
for
if it
reflect.
has the same amount of hit points.
Do you need the slashing and cold separate?
No.
Then it is total of 22 points of damage.
Did you double it? Because it was a crit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't. The thing did.
Oh, okay. You want this?
More reliable. Yeah.
No, I can't math. So this is perfect.
He's never once used this tray.
So yeah,
Always
I'm
his
looking for
notebook.
y'all's updated character sheets, but it still says level 5.
Oh,
Maybe because we're not
Let
connected. I
me-
don't think.
I connected.
I did not.
I didn't.
The thing says 6.
I forget the password.
Oh,
I
yours
forget
yours does. Yeah.
All
yours
this
is-
information.
Yours is the only one. It's 1.
You're welcome, Big Daddy Grim.
And the number 74660. The ID
1, 2, 3, 4
password.
is the password.
Yeah.
Okay. 7, 4, 6.
Everybody in the stream is now connected.
Yeah. Join in.
It's really
Is that? Did it work?
What did you say the ID was?
7460.
We're in.
Send Grim your character sheets on Pathfinder.
Imagine.
He will critique them
Okay.
next stream.
Next
We'll
special
send-
is just Grimm's roast of your character sheets.
Yeah, bro. That could be fun. I think Matthew's roast of your character sheets would be more fun.
Okay. Okay,
Just
great.
Gordon Ramsay style.
Yes, yeah.
So 22 points.
Fucking donkey.
Correct.
Is that
It's
total?
Guy Fieri
Yes.
versus Gordon Ramsay.
Now I'm connected.
Great. Okay. You run up and slash at it, and it kind of goes through it, but you can see a sizzling of the flesh, if you can call it that, where
Yeah.
your cold side of your cold iron sword. It kind of rends through. Yeah.
Gotcha.
We still have. Oh wait, no, that was.
No, that was a stride, and because I thank you for
Yeah.
clarification. I misread how that feature works.
Yeah.
Either way, still good.
Yeah. Really, it works similarly, like whichever way that would have happened. But
All right.
Okay. It is
Now
now
for the gauntlet.
the big boss. Yeah, now I have to do this. You guys get to sit and listen to me like rummage through. But I've mentally prepped for this because I knew it was going to be a challenge for a while now. So
Do
hopefully
you need us
everything
like
goes
pre-roll some
pretty well.
d20s for you or something?
No, we're good.
Sorry,
we're
I got
good
a
on
13 over here, a 4.
Yeah, just have it ready.
for
just wait.
everyone watching,
Oh look, 5 natural ones.
this is the rest of the stream. This fight. Let's go.
Wake me up when it's my turn.
that. Excellent. So,
Just gonna pull one of these and.
well, I don't even have to roll for this. You watch again as I cycle. Choon, 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 back to blue.
Water.
And predictably,
Get back in the tent.
predictably so, he rips a tear
Oh.
on his side of the river and goes to place it the opposite point of the tear within 500 feet is the range. So
Cool.
So dimension door.
basically anywhere on the map you can place it.
Anywhere within 3 or 4 of the maps.
Oh, like dimension door thing? No, I thought he was parting the water Moses style.
Okay, so
Parts
this
the
isn't
sludge.
traditionally how this works, but I don't know, like, you know, I want his mind to be sort of alien in relation to, like, you know. So I think what I'll do is do it in thirds and do a d6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to where it appears.
Oh.
So we'll see where he opens the door up. Let's see if it gets better or worse for you guys.
Bring it, brother.
All right. So he rips the tear, and it's right dead just beside the guy with the white cloak. Yeah, that would be where the dimension door is.
Using a cap for it.
So that was, let's double check that. That's not how the spell actually works. I could just tell him wherever he wants to. That was 2 actions.
Well, does it last? Does it hold? Is it stable?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
If it's stable, then that's.
I know. I
Oh no! So if you know anything about Dimension Door, it's like a It's like a +1 RSVP. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
know. Right. It's a boom boom
this
and
is
then it's
akin
done.
to
You
like,
and another party can, but as soon as that teleport occurs, the spell
Okay.
is done.
Okay.
Would this
And
be
it
more?
costs a lot of like as a you know, as the class that's using this, it costs focus points. It's not. It's
It
yeah,
doesn't
so
stay. It's not like Gate.
he would teleport himself and his orc compatriot into the inner
That's all I
ring.
want.
So that would be him and the orc, yeah. And the spell is infinito. It's gone.
Yes.
Okay.
So the rest of the guys are still chilling there. Okay, now let's go through this gauntlet. Here we go.
Let's go.
Shadow time.
So you watch as they all, almost in a synchronized manner, cast some form of cantrip or spell. Synchronized.
Yeah.
They're gonna target the person up on top and the guy split. So 3 of them are gonna target that guy, 3 of them are gonna target that guy. I think I'll give this guy, because the 3 over here are gonna target that, and these 3 are gonna target up there. I think I'm gonna give this guy an advantage for an AC bonus for +2, right?
Yeah, +2.
+2 for being under cover. I don't think that one has cover, so that's what we're gonna do.
So it would have standard cover.
Very nice hand modeling. Him or I guess him.
Yeah, it'd have
I
to be
mean,
Matthew. He was modeling the blue-eyed man.
That's just a blue painted dude. Okay,
Only thing. Really.
so I'm
Only
gonna
hands.
roll basically once. Let's see here.
The only thing you'll find on there is Thing from Adam's Family. Just in very odd, seductive, shadow poses. Like shadow puppetry.
Shadow fuckery. Fuck a tree. Fuck a tree.
Fucketry! Fumbled yet again.
Shot
Okay.
too soon.
Hey,
Damn it!
I was gonna say they have pill for that.
You watch as it kind of, and then a missile of magic fires
whoa.
in their general direction. 6 of them all at once, 3 to one target, 3 to the other. It's not a roll to hit; it's an automatic hit. It just happens.
Yeah.
Magic missile.
So it deals
Classic.
1d4 plus 1 force damage. But I can use additional actions when casting the spell to increase the number of shards it shoots. Well, they're not moving, and this is it's a level 1 spell. So I'm gonna obviously use all 3 of my action points for each of these guys. So they're gonna bombard. So that is basically 3, 6, 9 1d4s plus 1s coming up both of those. But this is of course I'm gonna give this at a sort of disadvantage. Basically, what I'm gonna do with that is I think with that I think it's gonna like. Because it doesn't really talk about what happens if they're in, like...
I mean, as long as they can see part of them, I think they just hit.
Yeah.
I think AC makes the difference
Force
for that
barrage,
spell.
it does not matter.
So, like, tactically, like, that's a great move on their part.
Yeah.
Because they're worried they can't hit.
I'd imagine the trade-off is it hits, but only a 1d4. So.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, then where we go?
Yeah.
We're just watching a
We can
Gundam
follow
show
the
right
rules.
now. It's all the missiles being fired.
You imagine there's like this silent moment, and then just suddenly the door opens. These missiles start coming out, and we're like, go, go, go!
Oh, I'm rolling d6s. I was like, that's
Oh, geez.
Oh!
no.
Chandler!
Bad homebrew. Bad homebrew.
It's called Super Magic Missile, bro. Jeez.
Actually, it's called Force Barrage with the
I'll
remaster.
punch you square in the mouth.
Oh, but you
Right in
square in
those
those
kissable
kissable lips.
Bam!
What more of a bully thing? Like, they're like, you know, you can tell, like, what? What? What did you say? What?
So it's one
Is something hidden there that you're not
That's 9, yeah.
acknowledging in your life?
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh,
And then for the other,
See you in the party.
why not here?
And then at home later, I'm cooking dinner.
I want spicy dinner.
Fine, then I'm cleaning up.
Anyways, fuck this blue
tabulating
guy.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
instantly.
Is he also blonde? Fuck him.
I'm taking the orcs. I don't know who's
This
gonna
Aryan
do that
motherfucker.
When his eyes turn yellow, his hair turns blue.
I don't know if we have a description of his hair. It could be
Okay.
He's actually
Yeah.
You can still have blonde hair. Just
true.
shave it.
It's the
He's got a really bad comb over.
oh. It's the best hair.
I have the best spells.
Super magic missile.
I've
got so many
so
missiles.
you guys
So many
watch
icons.
as I had to roll 18 dice. Sorry about that. Because three
Yeah.
per guy. So they channel. Unfortunately, force. I don't think either of them have any. They don't. It's not in their character sheets, so they don't have any resistance to force.
Wrecked.
No weaknesses to
Hate
force
it.
though.
I hate it.
But it applies post. So they go. Literally like a barrage of like rapid fire like automatic rifles, bombardments of 9 bolts each to their face.
Oh, where's that mini with the gun?
It shreds them both.
Oh.
They collapse into a pool of viscera and blood. They both instantly die. Now that is a spell slot gone for all 6 of them, but I mean they sniped them because they were in clear view.
And I would know there's no way for me to save them. 'Cause that's
I cast
happened.
gentle repose on the viscera.
Congratulations, Al, for falling asleep. You know, I appreciate that. So, okay, and they're gone.
I love it.
Yeah.
They're out. Okay,
Magic missile!
now it's
Cross the waters!
it's
I'll go home now. It's fine.
it's Shadow's turn. Yay!
Yay!
It's okay, you'll survive.
You see them whisper something in Halfling, and you can tell by certain phrasings that that's the language they're speaking into their hand. And behind them appears a dark and twisted form of your construct, your angel that
Is
appears.
this considered a manipulate action?
I don't know. What is it? I wrote the spell.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, did you choose
I don't.
that it's-
I don't. It's a verbal. They're not manipulative. It is a verbal.
If it is
action.
only
I don't think I
verbal, then
have
no.
specifically the like traits of the ability.
Most things that are only
but
verbal-
Death Claw's crazy. I mean, yeah, put it there. Why not? I mean, we need something to represent it.
Oh my gosh.
It's too large.
Yeah,
Something
I think
smaller.
it's a little big. I'll grab.
You guys are here. Get the frog hemoth.
The froggy.
it's all I really have is that
okay.
it's an action to summon it.
Oh my god, he's got a gun!
It's a verbal. It's verbal.
Verbal.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
construct to me and.
Well, I tried.
Sorry,
no.
but they're not physically doing anything. They're
Yeah.
not moving at all. They have to kind of will it into existence. And there it is. And let's see, what's the construct gonna do? There's so many options, infinite options. Literally, I can do whatever I want. What would the shadow? What would the shadow want?
Peace,
Love. Affection.
prosperity,
Kissable lips.
handy.
Peace through massive violence.
I made that joke first, right? I understand now. It says in this whispery halfling tone for the construct, or whatever I call it. What did I call it?
Soulbind.
So the soulbind.
There you go.
That's right. To ironically points to you and says the word bind. So the construct sweeps around and grabs you by your arms and forces you to your knees. So you're now without any contest.
What?
You can't roll it off.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Bitch! I have shit specifically for this.
Excuse
I think at least. I thought I did.
The shadow wants to dance. The shadow wants a little more than a dance. Okay.
Yeah.
He wants
Oh.
a jig.
He wants a
tango.
He wants a ditty.
Whoa. Hide your baby oil.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So it'll probably.
Is it a contested roll to grapple, or is
I would say
it
it's
just
it's an
roll
like
against
it's gonna be a save. So.
Grappling is.
Is it?
If it is grappling, it's.
I assume that's what they're doing.
They make it
Sort of, but we can call it grappling, and we can do a contested roll.
They will make it.
Well,
yeah, or
I have
check against her class DC.
Yes. And then if it's a
Yeah. Athletic check.
failure, it's a critical failure.
So yeah, you make an athletic check against her.
Okay.
Let's see what it does. If it's the same,
20.
It's okay. Let him use them up now. The beginning of the
It's
fight.
fine. It's okay.
I'll take a photo. I always
Post
use my
it in the
mahogany
discard.
obsidian dice for
Important
fights.
rolls.
Yeah, class DC is 22
Yeah.
per level.
You'll be
Still
fine.
learning how
It's
to-
okay.
So you are restrained instead of just grappled.
I mean, if you roll a natural 20 as well.
Oh,
It's not contested.
it's not contested. It's just against my class.
Oh,
DC.
yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, you're
so with the natural
Oh,
20
yeah,
Gets
roll,
wrecked, nerd.
it
Same.
gravels
This ain't
you,
5e.
and you're now restrained.
Restrained.
Okay,
Tabletop.
Witten.
DC actually, because it's your not class DC, it's fortitude DC, but it was natural 20. Never mind.
I mean, it would still be a 22.
Yeah.
To my knowledge.
Oh, 4. Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
To do DC, just do 10 plus your mod.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'd still be 22. So. Bye.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Annabelle is more than 30 feet away from me, correct?
She's.
It looks like it.
No, not really. I don't think so. She might be at 30. Would you like me to measure?
If you could, please. Okay, cool. First action, cast guidance on her. So you get a +1 to your next, or 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check before the spell ends. So you get that. And then shit. Everything that I have is with touch.
Attack skill or save?
Yeah, cool.
At my choice, not just the next
Yeah,
one.
it's not just the next one. I'm gonna cast Bane with my other 2 actions.
Nice.
Which right now it doesn't do anything because nobody's within 10 feet, but I can use subsequent turns to get closer.
Get it started now.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's my turn.
Cool.
Guidance and Bane.
Moving on to Gobbo.
Good turn. We need to give him positive reinforcement. Okay. I am going to decide who we are focusing first. They've attacked the shadow thing, which is pretty important. Maybe if the shadow thing dies, its little construct goes away too. But then there's these other 2 baddies. I don't think the shadow thing's gonna last that long, surrounded by Annabelle and Fredrick. Okay, and that other guy. I'm gonna hunt prey. How strong do the people across the river look?
How strong do they look?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've got some nice tonal definition. They seem to be glistening.
I'm gonna hunt prey one of them across the river.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my knowledge check, and I'm gonna use for these guys. Religion, and I roll a 23 on my knowledge check.
Okay. For the dudes across the river.
Dudes across the river.
Okay, so that's their. Is that against their class CC?
I believe so.
So the 23. That makes it.
Okay, so it's not a critical success, but
No.
I could have one piece of information like, do they all look like spellcasters? Or a piece of information like, what's their weakest save? Something like that.
Okay.
How much health they have.
What's their exact health pool?
What's their exact health
Yeah,
pool?
I'd say so. Choose one of those things you'd like to know.
How sturdy are they?
Well, I mean, I can't give you.
I know you can't give me
like a
exact
statistic.
but
I would say they're on par with you, as far as how you feel,
Oh shit.
vitality-wise.
That's
great.
not good.
Great. Okay.
Really bad.
So we're just
I
gonna
did say it would be hard. We're
we're gonna focus them one by one.
You guys had 12 hours to prepare, and a whole level.
So we're gonna go.
You can blame Torin if this goes bad.
Yeah, sure.
He like eyes them up and goes, "Oh fuck, shit!
These guys are like
Do you
us.
see how glistening they are?
Look at the abs on that guy."
He's like, all right, new plan. He rolls over and he's going to aim down at the shadow demon.
Imagine if you guys had a wizard right now with
I
a fireball.
know, I know. I've said it 5 times off screen that we need a spellcaster.
Could I use my reaction to call out to Claire as I see him turn towards this?
You guys can multi-class. Like, I don't know if you guys can do that.
It's dedication, guys.
Got him.
Yeah,
I'm with
Can
Morgan
I-
on this one.
Can
I'm
I-
with Morgan
can
on
I-
this one.
Can I?
This isn't 5e.
Can I?
What do you
Talking
wanna
use of
say?
reaction?
Yeah.
Do it. Just
Claire, don't!
I aim at. Okay, but it still does damage to him. It just can't kill him, right?
I don't think it's because his sword just went straight through.
Well,
it. And
the sword
cold
is
did
cold.
damage. Yeah.
Your arrows, I don't think are
Okay.
gonna do anything.
I thought we used the damage and we just couldn't finish it off with that.
I don't
Well,
think so.
his sword itself.
You can
didn't
try.
damage, it
You
was
can
just a
try.
cold damage.
But
That's okay. I'll shoot the orc.
she's telling you not to, and was telling you like, don't.
I aim at the orc.
Yeah.
Hunted shot. First shot. Roll the same thing as for my initiative.
Oh no.
So that's a 19 again. No, yes, 19 again. My second shot.
Come on, buddy.
better. 7 with the multiple attack penalty is going to be 28. So 19 for the first hit, 28 for the second hit.
Okay. So the first one misses, second one with a multiple attack penalty. So you said 28? That does hit, even with him. So is it 28 with the multiple attack? Or 28 without the multiple attack penalty? Or are you doing your double shot?
I was just saying that aloud to remind me to apply it. 28 is the number that I rolled for the second one. Like, that's my total.
Okay, so that does hit even with the multiple attack penalty. Not that it matters.
7 points of 7 points of piercing damage to the orc.
Okay, to the orc. Okay, so when you reel back your bow and quickly loosen the arrow, it flies, and you notice as it strikes the orc, the arrow sort of just kind of goes through. So what was the total for that? 7?
7.
Piercing?
Like it just goes through his body, like phases through.
It's hard to tell in the light, but it didn't like sink into it because he's not wearing a chest plate. It kind of like went through him, which either you're a really good shot and destroyed him, or something else is happening. It's hard to tell.
Oh no. Something's up with the orc, besides the still being alive thing.
Alright, that's it for me.
Grappled Annabelle.
Oh, wait, sorry, I hide.
Just kidding, one more action point.
I hide.
Hey, grappled Annabelle. I think that means you have to use an action point to try to break out. Or...
Well, I'm gonna try first, because when I had my soulbind, the shadow could control it. So I'm gonna
That's true.
shout at the soulbind that's holding me, "Be gone!" and try to dismiss it.
Okay. I'd say this is. Let's do a contested will check on this.
Ooh.
What do you think? So roll a d20, add your will, and tell me what you got.
You can use a hero point, and the guidance is +1 if you want to use it on this.
I don't want to use my hero point so early.
Could have rolled bad, you never know.
It's an 18 with the guidance.
Equal. Roll again.
Roll again.
It's equal. It's the exact same.
Okay, I'll take it.
Like you rolled an 18 plus. Like that's not. That's plus your will, or is
That's including everything.
6, 7, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not looking at your character.
Fucking. Did you not add my 8 will?
Sorry. I was looking at the wrong because the little tab was like covering up the name. I'm sorry. I was looking at Goblin's character sheet. Okay, so yeah, that's a failure.
Hi.
Then I will try to escape.
Okay.
Was that one action to do for that first thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would have to be.
Yeah.
Because it's one action.
I mean, it's an
control
action
her.
to dismiss it.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics to escape? Acrobatics to escape? Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Either
Oh,
or,
either.
or an attack. Unless you've got a
E-
skill that sometimes it specifies you have to use this to activate
It's
the bonus from the
it'd
skill.
be unarmed attack though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do that. That's better. Oh, look at me, good at fighting. Okay.
It's a martial character. Thaumaturge is a martial character.
You.
The natural one.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you said you were good at fighting, Annabelle. You literally just said
God damn it! I mean, it's a total of 15.
You could try again with the multiple attack
But the
penalty.
crit one lowers the six.
Lowers
so
it.
What were you trying to do? One more time
Escape.
for the.
So if it's a crit fail, you don't get free and you can't escape until attempt to escape until your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's below the DC, so that
It
is
is
a
a
crit
crit.
flip. Yeah.
Let me see if I can. Where are you? Where are you? What?
Would you
I
like a-
just had it.
Yeah, it's there.
It's down here. I can't manipulate while I'm restrained, can I?
I don't believe so.
Immobilized.
Because with
Wait,
yeah,
is that the same thing as restrained?
It's
Or is it-
part
gives
of-
the
Okay.
immobilize, I believe.
You can't attack or use manipulate actions.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's try to.
sucks.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
2
at
crit fails.
the blue-eyed guy is over here, right?
He's by
Right
the
here.
white. Yeah, by the door.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him and try to control this soulbind again and command it to
Turncoat.
command it. What do I?
Betray.
Butcher.
I'm thinking like take his magic away. Siphon his magic. Take it away. Shut it down. And I'm just like muttering in halfling to the soulbind that's holding me, trying to command it.
So that's another check.
If I can do that twice.
I'm gonna try to do 2. We're getting some weird territory here.
I know, I just can't do
Would it
much.
be like multiple attack, like penalty as well regarding that? Like I'd be willing to do that with a -5 penalty. And we do
to try and control it again in
Yeah.
the same turn?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
another will check.
And I would do another contested. will
Right.
It's either that or it's one of those things that you can't attempt multiple times in a turn. Kind of
Well, I can't attempt to escape again. I can't exploit vulnerability because I can't manipulate. I already tried to dismiss it.
We'll try and do more.
I could, where
I think
is...
it's fine. -5's not that bad.
No, it's not horrible.
That's a normal multiple attack
That's
penalty.
a manipulate. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just try it with the -5.
Okay. Cocked. Okay.
No.
I'm using my
There's
hero point.
no-
I'm
Did
fucking
you roll
done
another
with this.
one?
It was another
I did,
one.
another
Oh
natural
my
one.
God.
That was 2 in a row.
And I'm gonna put this dice away in just a second.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even refresh my hero points, so I don't have to mark anything off, but...
It's great.
Do you want one of my dice?
You know what? No, you're right. Let's use the other one.
I was about to say, I thought you were gonna.
Do you want a different one?
I'm going
And that's
home.
our show. See you
Paige,
guys next week
you want
here on the
you wanna
Grimstone
die?
YouTube channel.
No.
My golden
No.
Oh.
That's a natural 20.
Oh my!
No.
So 26.
15, plus...
Go.
Oh, I don't have a skull! No! Ah! You said this was will.
Yep.
15, 26, yeah.
So your will is what?
Plus 11.
Right. Okay. And you rolled a natural 20
Yes.
minus the 5.
Minus the 5.
Thank you guys for math. So they rolled a 19. So that was close.
Oh.
In fact, that's what
my
they rolled
one.
originally as well, was a 19. So when I was confused when you said 18, I thought that was
But-
your roll and not plus the will.
That was the total.
So
No, yeah.
yeah, no, you did not win the first one. Not
No,
even
no, no,
close.
no,
You
no,
were-
no, no, no. I rolled real bad. I've been rolling real bad.
What?
Who knew, right? Okay, but the natural 20 makes it a higher success level.
No, you won that.
You won it anyway.
I won this one?
Yes, you succeeded.
Are they?
And you got a crit for it, technically. So
Did
what
they
would
also have the -5?
No,
Oh.
but I mean they
'Cause
didn't
it's-
get a
it's a
crit.
DC, I
like so,
guess.
it's one.
Success higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a crit. It's like you either
Yeah.
succeed or you fail. Like I mean, well, I guess with the match, it would have been 30. With
That's what I was thinking. Is if they're
but the natural 20, I think that's
Moved it up a degree. So
Or
moved
we-
it
moves
from
it up a
fail
degree,
to a
so
success.
I succeed.
or we roll again. Like you guys equal is what that like you both.
I think it's
succeed.
your call whether you use choose to do like for this mechanic, whether it's a separate mechanic or whether it uses that core mechanic of since it was a natural 20, she failed because her number was lower, but it moved it up to a regular success.
It depends
Or
on the
you-
design of the particular action you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So if the
Yeah.
action has a spread of critical failed success,
Yeah.
it's a match roll. Like
Yeah.
if you match, then but with a natural 20, like I don't want it to just not have
I
any
rolled
effect.
2 natural ones and then a natural 20. Pretty please.
I'll give it to you.
Yes!
Just because I'm nice, but I think I'll have to think about this in the future. And this is a very specific hyper use case that
Yeah.
would not be
Shit,
reflected in the
Yeah.
rules
With
very
the,
well.
With the match, it would.
And it is my roles,
Definitely.
like my rules
Sure,
that
like an
I'm working
easy
with. So I would say a natural
These
20,
dice or
like
the tube?
will like this the one to affirm the YouTube comment that got upset that I didn't let Christian decipher God's will because they rolled a natural 20, and because he still crit like he only
crazy
failed.
ghouls.
Yeah.
failed instead of crit.
He didn't crit fail, which means he would have gotten the wrong impression, which would be really bad.
He wants
Or
to
really
kill
awesome.
That would have been funny.
Would have kind of rocked.
That god's in love with you.
He's like,
He's like, that looks like a tasty little rock right
you're
there.
able. So what do you command it to do?
I'm commanding it to
Because we don't even know if this will work.
shut down blue-eyed guy's magic.
Oh, so to, like,
Anti-magic, dispel magic.
dispel magic, basically.
yeah.
So, you want it to basically cancel out his ability to use magic. I'm trying to get the
I want him
understanding
to
here because there's a
cancel
lot.
out anything that he's currently like, if he's concentrating on anything. Shut
So
it down.
interrupt any currently.
Interrupt
Okay.
current magic.
So you watch the soulbind rush away and let you go. So you're now free. I will say, as a consequence for failing the grapple action, I'm gonna have to ask you to do 1 action point to get back on your feet.
Yeah, which I
So you're
don't have
proud.
anything this turn, but
Yeah.
I am
Yes.
no longer restrained.
Yeah, you're no longer restrained, but I'm gonna ask you to like. So it's gonna rush and it's going to
And I'll
turn
be
to a
prone.
fine black mist and rush into the mouth and eyes of this particular person. So it rushes in.
Put him on his head.
And you watch as the orc disappears, vanishes,
Yeah.
before he even had a chance to shine.
Wasted an attack.
You did.
It would have been a waste if you had shut the thing.
He was trying to bait Fredrick, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
He was trying to bait him. It didn't work.
And this
And it vanishes.
I love baiting that guy.
you go.
But it doesn't seem like anything else has changed. So his current
worth
spell casting.
I know,
his
but I really wanted
concentration-
the shadow to be a manifest of this guy, and not the real
And you
shadow.
also see a flickering of kind of like a disillusioned flickering happening over here.
Okay.
But beyond that, it's hard to tell. Okay, now it's time for the bros. I pre-rolled. I saw 3 or 4 of the 6. I don't know where the other 2 are.
There are 3 over here, and then there are
2 by
3 over here.
3 over there.
Okay, so I roll for these 3. I'll roll for these other 3. And they'll just attack the closest target.
Yeah. So shadow and then blue eyes.
Okay.
That was
I thought it was third.
Yeah, I was
What the?
Okay.
exactly
So we'll call these 3 range, those 3 melee.
Sure.
So only one of them manages to land, and it's unfortunately the guy who's closest to the shadow. So he rolls to an attack with slashing damage, and it doesn't seem to have any effect, even though it does land. The other 2 closest to the big bad have failed their rolls, and 2 of the 3 succeeded with 1 with a crit on the ranged characters. So 1 fails, and they're both going to shoot at Magic Man. So
magic.
let's see there. Let's do this now. Okay.
I'm sad that my guidance didn't do shit.
So the crit does a crazy amount of damage. It does 22 points.
Yo,
Of piercing
what's that
damage.
guy's name?
Matthew.
Johnson.
Oh.
Johnson. Let's go, Johnson.
So
I knew a fellow eagle.
that's a lot of damage to Magic Man.
He goes on to
That's his new mantle.
yeah,
But no,
Okay, great.
open a law firm.
And the other one,
Johnson and Johnson.
wow,
No, that's fine.
I have heroes.
shoots again and does 11 points.
Nice.
So they actually kind of roasted. Yeah, so he's without that magic, it seems like, you know, any direct damage to him seems to be currently feasible. Now, you didn't you could have said I want to prevent him from casting spells,
sure.
but that's not what's happening
No,
here.
nope.
So he can, you know, which would have been his fault. He used the shadow. He didn't have to use the shadow. So you doing the will and getting a natural 20, I'd say that's a nice consequence.
Yeah.
But you didn't say that.
Yeah.
I even
That's good.
asked you if you said
I
that.
know.
You said no. So I mean that's fine.
I know.
Feels strong, man. Shut up. I don't even know what that means. I just got mad because of who posted it. Okay. So with that, we're back at the top.
Grim, getting mad at our viewers.
Fred,
Always.
Freddy boy, Fredrick. So pretty poor roll, other than basically one-shotting 2 people on the other side of the field here.
Yeah, I wasn't there yet.
So, El Shadow is still a thing, but El Orco has been dismissed,
Correct.
and El Bindo is still around.
Yes.
Well, the bind is
still
inside the blue-eyed guy.
The soul bind still inside the blue-eyed man?
I don't know. I think it
Like,
annihilated
did its thing
and
and
it
then-
did at your request and it's now dissipated.
Gone?
Well, I mean, it's done what it was requested. It hasn't appeared yet.
Okay.
Cool, okay.
So it is not currently visible.
Stuck in a rock and a hard place. I really went rid of this blue-eyed guy, but also that shadow thing is here.
Most of us can't damage the shadow thing.
Only
You can.
Well, not only, but
Or we think
you have the
can,
most
at least.
continuous
Ability to do so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to move because it's still right in front of me.
Now you can take 2 swings.
So now
using
we're just
a
gonna
vicious.
go
Yeah.
all in.
Yeah.
All in. Come on, buddy.
First is a vicious swing.
No fucking way.
Oh!
Yes!
Had 2 natural 20s in a row.
Hell yes. You okay?
Yeah, there's just like something in my eye.
Now he's rolling real die.
Yeah, the roller here has been jacking up, so we're gonna do this the right way, I guess.
I even offered actual D20s.
Thank you. Thankfully, that's not messing up yet, but I will hang on to them in case it does.
Yeah.
Because my math abilities are embarrassing horrible. I'm sorry.
I see.
I love that reaction.
I see 1 double digit. Oh, another one a tie. Come on.
Oh.
So I know last turn, Chen, you said not to split up the slashing and cold, but you also said his
Where'd the
sword.
4 come from?
The sword is cold iron.
Oh, okay, right.
It does an additional cold damage.
Got it. Okay.
So it's not like
Got it.
it's technically
Oh,
slashing, but
which
it's
roll?
cold
Or you
iron
just get a
slashing,
plus
which
two?
means if
Oh,
they're
okay, okay,
not
gotcha.
immune to
It's
cold iron,
distinguished.
it's different.
Okay.
Sure.
It's technically in the rules not
Okay.
Yep.
the same.
Okay.
Because the cold is energy based, not the cold iron. It's just an additional boom.
Okay.
Same with the
You
fire.
Didn't need to separate it.
No.
Okay, so
like that's why I told you just
Yeah,
to
yeah,
combine it because it's cold.
62
It's never been
points of
killed by a
damage.
cold iron.
What?
62.
62.
Okay.
What?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Well, with that,
My hero.
so you watch as the shadow, with the release of Annabelle, charges forward and in the same sort of way begins to, like that you've seen previously, all the way back in session 1, grasps the neck of Annabelle and begins to almost, Dementor soul suck her, it looks like this energy. And you feel terribly cold, but also there's this part of you that feels like it's clicking into place, almost like the removal of some sort of
Inhibitor.
like a blanket or when the snow melts. Snow's pretty, but it's hiding something.
Like a sharp cold.
And of course, Fredrick walks out and just, right on its neck, raises his sword and, and it goes, poof. It poofs. It's in the gross, same as before, the dark tendrils slither into the ground and dissipate.
Someone mark that down. It's now can't do cold.
My
cold
hero.
iron.
Make that note.
Yep.
Is it specifically cold
that
iron
down.
or cold damage? That.
Both now.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so that takes out. both
I was
options.
kind of
That's
hoping to get the final blow, and for you to still have something against it, but
Upon this
still
connection,
do.
this
Don't worry.
encounter with it, I want you just in the middle, just so we'll get this out of the way, because I'll forget if I don't do it immediately. Want every one of you except for Paige to roll a perception check, and I have the DC here, so go ahead.
Natural 20.
3 again. I keep rolling fucking 3s.
So that's a 34.
do you want some new dice?
No.
25.
25.
Trust this die.
Okay.
You do not,
Stick
ironically,
out
notice,
with
but
that.
you two notice.
I'm still hiding.
You two notice after the fight is concluded, if you survive, or even during the fight, you can bring this up later, but you notice after this altercation, especially you, because you guys are both kind of engaged with her anyways.
Yeah.
You see that like when she begins to raise herself back up, that she's now slightly taller.
Again.
And the pointedness of her ears has diminished ever so slightly. It's almost imperceptible, but you are both able to notice it.
My elven eyes.
Your elven eyes and your nature of traveling with Annabelle for so long. You notice her ears have rounded ever so more, and her hair, which was once this sort of auburn, has grown even darker.
Interesting. Okay. So you got one more
They're
swing.
writing.
It would be funny if you
one more
told it
action.
to like cancel his magic, because it would just, it's now back, like whatever you did is now done anyways. So because of the death of the shadow. So
Oh wow.
Blue guy's not in range of me, is he?
You'd have to move to him, yeah.
I will
Oh yeah.
stride over to him.
so we have this guy moving over to this guy.
And the blue-eyed guy, he's the only one that's over here right now, right?
And he is fully cleansed.
But he's the only enemy around us. Okay.
Great. So Fredrick, go for it. So you stride, attack.
He used two actions and then
Oh.
one action to
Oh, you attacked and
It was the vicious swing.
We did the whole
Yeah.
role play. So, okay, we're back to it. Magic Man, Magic Man. Well, it's his turn again. While you have put up a valiant fight, there is a large portion of people within radius of this guy right now.
Well,
Oh, great.
Well, let's see. What do I do? Like, look at all of my pages. Let's see. Oh, that's a good one. That's great too. We could do a little bit of an ironic twist.
yeah.
500 feet is insane. What the-
You're kidding. That's the range of fucking
So while
message.
he's doing
cantrip.
that, I say as long
Oh, we've
as
got to do this.
he doesn't like run
God, I
away,
love
you
spellcasters.
just try to kill him
Okay.
while he's
Yeah.
the only real target.
Yeah,
Sure.
for
Having
sure.
seen you
Focus
slay,
fire on him.
It was good that you got rid of the orc,
Yeah.
because that would have wasted
Yeah.
a couple more actions somewhere figuring out what he was.
Yeah.
having seen you slay. This is the
Slay.
only reason why I've decided to do this particular spell. But having seen you slay the creature with some cold imbued blade, he decides to mirror that principle. I gotta see if I'm reading this right, because
Yeah, read it out loud.
Yeah.
So we can-
don't read
Yeah,
it out loud.
Yeah. No.
No, do that. So
Read
we
it
know
out loud.
Exactly the description of what
so you
is
don't
gonna
think so I'm
happen
not
to us.
cheating?
No, so we know
Yes.
exactly what's happening to us. No, my dice.
It's been nice knowing y'all.
You're fine. It's him.
I don't know.
Oh, I see how this works. That is so crazy. I don't even know how to deal with this.
Tell me more.
Anyone have that overlay that I gave you guys as a gift?
That?
What?
Oh wait, no.
No, wait,
Oh.
wait.
Overlay as a gift, but I have them around here. Where's my overlay?
Like measure.
Spell
Oh, I
radius
have
overlay?
that.
Oh, that one. I was about to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's only 15 feet.
Oh my god.
For every extra foot it goes out, it goes an extra feet out, or 5 foot outward. So. Or he's doing the
Does anyone
radius.
have attack of opportunity? I think you do.
For
right?
you
For
have it
you.
for a manipulate.
I don't have it. I need exploit vulnerability up first.
Right.
Um.
I don't have anything. So. What's the actual radius?
Also
Is
prone.
it 60?
Isn't that fun?
60. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that encompasses everyone on our side.
I mean, the map is
except-
80.
Yeah,
so,
the map itself is 80.
or at least that's
From the
what
center.
Matthew said.
Yeah, from the exact.
Right.
No, from end to end.
Basically, it
Yeah, from
basically
end to
hit-
end.
Hit anyone that's not in cover, which it seems like most people.
I don't know if it would.
That
hit-
one's not here.
Yeah, I think he's
It's
fine.
this particular spell's like an hour.
Ah,
Blast.
So
yeah.
it wouldn't. Anything that's in here wouldn't get hit. He wouldn't get hit.
Would Goblin get cover?
That's tough because I don't know if it's a plane or like a prism. If it's a
Mm.
prism, then he would probably get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just says like a cone. But
Oh, cone is 3D space.
Yeah. Okay, so then I would say everybody I will give you a -2 on that, but I think it's yet again if you're in the radius it happens. Kind of deal. I'll double check the
Yeah.
spell.
So what's this?
Okay.
Is that save?
I'd see a cone going up and.
All right,
Yeah.
cone time.
Cone time. We love a good cone time. Vanilla.
A good old fashioned classic.
Vanilla
cone.
butterscotch.
You watch
Classic
as a tornadic is that a word?
Sure.
Sure.
Like tornado like
Yeah.
tornado like projection comes out of both of his hands, and the air gets unbearably cold. And you see what seems to be a cone of cold
Yeah. Whoa! Oh no! No way!
eject out of his hands. Now, as it's described right here, which I'll double check on archives.
Does this have the manipulate action?
That's why he asked
Yeah.
if you had attack of opportunity.
So there is a saving throw. It's a reflex saving throw for the spell level DC. So go ahead and roll a reflex saving throw for me, please.
Well, can we?
We want to check
Well-
if it's interrupted first.
Yeah, because it could be
There's a
Oh,
interrupted.
chance
can you
it
stop
could be
it?
interrupted.
Yeah,
There's
if
a
he
chance.
gets.
Hold
I
on,
have to
everybody.
crit.
Hold on.
I believe
my,
in you.
My readout doesn't have that level of specificity. You have to look it up on archives and Nethys.
Gotcha.
Archives of Nethys is sort of a catalog of all of the rules for Pathfinder 1E, 2E, Starfinder 1E as a searchable database.
And right now.
soon 2E.
Doesn't say anything about what are you asking if it's
Is it
manipulate?
Manipulate.
Does it have the manipulate?
Is it a trait?
There's no trait that marks it with manipulate.
That
Oh no,
might-
it does. It is
yes.
manipulate.
Ha, yes.
It's manipulate.
So
Take it.
Hit that baddie.
So you're gonna hit him, but it doesn't interrupt him.
Well, it depends.
it,
Could.
it might.
I rolled a 31 total.
Like as a what do you need? A
Two
success?
hit. Two hit.
To hit. Okay,
Is
that does
that
hit. It's
considered a
not.
crit?
It is not a crit.
Then it does not interrupt, but does damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
I'll double check that for you. Real quick.
Yeah, that's
if
not
he
a.
crits,
That's
if he
not a
crits,
crit.
it does.
Not even
Yeah.
cl- that's
That's
barely.
his-
That's
that's his
actually
special,
like
yeah.
right on the crust.
Yeah.
Crest there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have to crit to
To interrupt.
disrupt, but I can still do some damage.
Okay, so now we can roll
So
our
that's
saves.
good.
Will, oh, fortitude. What? Reflex.
Reflex.
God damn it.
He takes 13 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay, 13.
And he said reflex?
Yeah, reflex save.
Yep.
Is my bonus of cover just giving me like a +2 to this roll?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because he said it's standard cover.
Right, which really only affects AC, but he's like,
No,
he's basically giving me a circumstance bonus to my, to my
Standard
roll.
AC does reflex and
Okay.
Oh, really?
saves too. Yeah.
All right, then.
There's a pretty substantial spell
Am
slot
I-
Reflex and
taken
stealth
up
check.
there.
I'm prone.
Okay, so
Am I affected
we
in my
did that.
reflex?
Okay, now reflex saving throws. What do we got?
27.
27. Probably.
I'm prone and I was outsourcing that.
Okay.
16.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
23.
23.
22.
22. Okay.
Does being
So
prone
for the
affect my
level-
I
reflex?
don't think so, unless
Great.
guard does. Penalty to AC.
But I have that applied. It would probably
Basic
No, you're
reflex.
fine.
Great.
What does
You're fine.
basic reflex mean?
Basic means it's like
is the DCs.
the DCs are
Basic reflex DCs.
basic,
Which is the class, the DC's by level per spell level, or
No.
I
the
don't know.
caster spell?
basic saving throws. It's basically saying like if you succeed, then you take half damage. If you crit succeed, you take no damage.
No, what's the DC? Is it based on spell level or is it based on
Oh.
character caster level?
It should be caster level.
So the caster
Well, I mean,
level.
That's depending
Oh.
on spell casting in general.
Okay. So one more time. Sorry, I had the
27.
wrong number. 27.
16.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
22.
Okay. So 27, 16.
I crit fail, I'm sure.
Yeah, actually. That's true. Because it's so the DC
Yeah.
with the DC spread that doesn't crit fail. You two fail, succeed.
Yes.
That sucks. All right, let's
You
have
take,
some
you
fun.
take half damage.
You
guys
start
take
to
full. I
you start to
take
come
double.
out of prone and you're like, nope.
So now
Yeah, I just kinda tuck
I have to
in.
roll I have to roll for everybody else real quick.
I take double the damage.
Double?
With a crit fail on a basic save.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm fucked.
Ouch.
Genuinely, yeah, you very well. This is the
I know.
hardest hitting thing.
I'm aware.
We fought that giant dude.
I'm
and
just
this is
saying.
the hardest hitting thing.
How do I heal things again?
I rolled
can
a
do
6 instead of a
something.
3, so I'm doing twice as good
I
as
can
I
make
was.
you stabilize. I don't think I can heal. Oh, you have a
Oh my
wand.
god, guys,
That's
shh. Blue-eyed individual That's crazy.
Blue-eyed
Best
girl.
viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space.
Yes.
Why don't you buy me some, you freaking loser? Okay, they all failed.
Join in.
Like, radically failed. But they didn't crit fail. So 3 failed. The other one that's in radius is a natural one. So that's a critical failure. So that's double damage. All right, let's roll. Would you like to know how much I'm rolling, or do you just want me to tell you the value?
I want to know how many dice are being rolled.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Okay, those who don't want to know, look down.
Not, yeah.
No, I'm so curious.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
He still couldn't do, except
Now there's no pluses to that.
Yeah, I could
And this is-
still live.
This is not
Max
heightened.
damage, yeah.
If I heightened it, it would be an additional 2d6 per.
max damage is still less than what he did with his sword, except to Witton.
Yeah.
Yeah, except to me.
Yeah.
Witton could be
Double
obliterated in
damage.
one hit.
But he did that to one
Okay,
target.
Could I?
Okay,
If he did max
Should I use
damage,
my
it'd be
hero point?
120 to you.
Is it too late to use a hero point?
I mean,
I've
You
already
learned the
said.
result, so
Yeah.
you have
It's
to
fine.
reroll before
Yeah.
you hear the result.
I'm sorry.
fine.
If you'd
No.
have
You'll be
asked.
fine. I'll get you.
Okay,
pray to
so
your
it's
mom.
one roll.
Arms
It's
of
one roll.
butterfly.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't roll independent, so it's one roll.
Fly away with me.
Dumb ways to die.
I took one
So
turn.
many dumb ways to die.
And it was a great turn. It was a great opening
It
turn.
was.
You did it.
Guidance and Bane, that's what
That's what you do. You did it.
And Bane didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just
Well,
because it
it's
didn't
gonna
come
go
around.
away if I go down.
Well, yeah.
Just don't go down. Duh.
All right, time to math a little bit.
Ah.
I've done been saying we need a combat spellcaster. Or sorry, an offensive spellcaster.
Yeah.
We have you.
I could have gone that route,
spellcaster.
but I didn't.
I mean a real spellcaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not one of those ones
Okay,
that like believes
everybody.
in a god.
Yeah,
or
we're
whatever.
people are going to about to go down.
Books.
So succeeded. So
Study.
it's half.
Success
Yes.
is half.
Then that is 21 cold damage.
I'm down.
So at 42,
Uh,
84. 84.
Jesus Christ.
That downs me.
The
Oh.
oh, you're down
me.
too.
No. That would
no,
have down.
Would
84
have
were
down.
down.
Yeah.
Fred.
I had 66. That was.
He rolled, just so you guys are aware to keep me accountable, he rolled a 6, 6, 5, 3, 3, 4, 1, 5, 5, 3, 1.
Oh, that clears it up.
Yeah.
So that's 42
I
in
could
total,
definitely
unless
add
I did
that
my
fast
math
enough.
wrong. I don't think it matters if I missed or plus or minus 1. I think everybody's still in the same spot.
Yo.
So he explodes out.
Very glad I saved. God damn.
And
Hooey.
immediately
I'll be alright.
Oh, fuck.
downs those guys. Oh, good.
I'm up, but I am prone. But yeah.
Well, our healer is down, so that's not great, but let's cut the head off the snake.
Okay, and now we no, that was 2 actions. We have one more action
That was-
left. So
One
the 3
action
action
globe.
version of Cone of Cold allows him to, in a 500-foot radius, explode a sphere of cold in a 30-foot radius. So the sphere's 30
Place
foot.
it somewhere, sure.
And he can
It's a
point and
sphere.
explode, but everyone was on him, so he decided to go
Yeah.
sicko mode.
He
And
just places the 3 action on top of himself.
it just exploded outwards. I told you this would be slightly difficult. I've been working on this little character for a while. I'm glad he didn't get. I was like, hey, he's gonna like. I spent all this time. He's just never gonna do anything.
There's always the chance if you put him first in the fight.
What'd I roll?
What?
23?
It's not a crit.
For what? For
You rolled a
Five.
23.
23?
Yeah.
to hit or the
Would a
save?
25 been a success?
No. Sorry.
I was
Close. Good-
thinking
good
I
check.
had.
Good check.
I do. I have a natural resistance to cold.
Oh.
that's
I
right.
get a +2 defense.
I almost
against
wish it
all-
was. So like
cold
I have. I mean I have the DCs by
But
level. I
also,
know it's.
do you
So
get
it
to
is
reduce
caster
the
based.
damage
Like the caster level
that
incorporates the
resistance?
I
DC,
have
not the
no
level
idea
of
how
the
it works in
spell.
Pathfinder. That's
Yeah.
a him question or a him question?
Wait, so is it resistance or is it? Do you get to add?
No, it's a defense against.
It's
I
a
have- I just have
defense, it's not a resistance.
Against
Okay.
cold
Okay.
energy attacks.
Cool.
Which doesn't use any of the terms that are in Pathfinder, so the way it
how it
relates to the
worded to
mechanics of
me.
Pathfinder are made up on the spot.
Great.
Because it's homebrew.
I didn't
before we
realize I
played the game.
gave him this.
Fuck you.
Oh God. Nothing I'll do.
That's okay, we're gonna kill him this
Please
turn.
to
All 3 of
die.
us are gonna kill him. It's fine. We can do. Fredrick can do a lot of damage.
Could I get to Witton in one stride? 25 feet.
Yes,
Unless...
because he said you were 25 feet away from me. Before.
Yeah?
Because that was
Okay.
within range of guidance.
Did we really not print out this? There it is.
Because if you cast guidance on me and you haven't moved and I haven't moved,
Yeah.
great. Are we?
Guidance.
Yes, I already used it
Already
anyway.
used it even.
Are we wanting Witton to?
We do a flashback to when Witton was walking around casting guidance on all the guards, and a mere 6 seconds after he walks away from him, the light disappears because it ends at the end of your next turn, and the guard goes, "Why does he keep doing that?"
Yes.
Oh shit. Oh, you're right. My bad. Well, I could have used it
I
on,
used
like,
it. I
perception
used it
checks.
within the. I used
grapple.
it on. It didn't help, but I did try,
No.
and I appreciate
The
it.
guards could use it for
Sometimes you don't sacrifice mechanics for flavor.
That's
Ugh.
not gonna do anything.
perception. On the good.
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Are we trying to get Witton up? Are we concerned about him?
Do we care? I mean, do
With
we
respect.
It's a crit fail, so he's dying too. Yeah.
Fredrick doesn't care.
Shit.
Well, wait,
No,
no, it
that's
was
only
a-
on attacks. That's only on attacks. I'm pretty sure. Let me triple check.
That might be true, but I just want to check because that's an important difference.
You're looking at the wrong guy for rules.
I was just including you in the
Where do you
conversation.
keep
I don't need to be
your
included.
wand of
You're
healing?
good.
It's just on him.
Unlike some
On you,
people,
so
I don't
on
feel
you.
left out all the time.
I feel like I would know where it is because you know that
For
I
sure.
can use it. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Because that's an action to get to you, an action to get the wand, and an action to
You have a resistance to it. Makes
Frick
sense.
it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I should remember that more
Fuck,
often.
how does this work?
I was thinking I did, but I don't remember where it was in my notes. I'm glad it was actually in the text notes.
So you watch as
No.
his cloak begins to illuminate, and you can see like a surge, almost like he drank a White Claw or a Monster Energy drink. He's pre-gaming. No, so like you watch as a surge of energy courses through him, and he looks and feels refreshed, as if like he has another action point. So
By the way, Matthew, you were right. I am now at dying 2 because I crit
So yeah,
failed.
you should probably go
Great.
over there if you can do something.
Yeah.
Or I
Yeah.
can because I also figured
I can. What?
is
I could
Witton
notice
gonna trigger? Because I think it's
Sure.
back
No,
up
I
now.
can
I
slide
never
him,
used it,
and then
so
I
yeah.
can use
You, I
the
mean, you
wand
did
of
one
healing.
time.
No,
You're
no,
down.
not the
Frosticicle.
The chrysalis, yes, not the cocoon.
Well,
But I
whatever
can't-
you ever popped
I
into
couldn't-
butterflies, that should be back
Yeah.
now.
Oh, for sure.
Like-
That's only a week
know my
refresh.
role.
Yeah, that was a while ago. So it's not. Do we care about Witton? It's like a 50-50.
At best.
With respect.
He's already died.
With respect.
With respect,
Not
with
no.
love.
As far as you guys know, I've only died once. In reality,
Yeah.
Well, you told me.
yeah,
You've always
you
been,
know.
I know.
They don't.
You've always been dead to me.
It's okay. Everyone's dead to Fredrick. Except Annabelle.
Okay.
Most of you are dead weight.
You watch like as you guys
Good thing
surround
I'm-
him,
well, I'm
he
bigger now.
reaches his hands out, and you see a glowing shell emanate
No.
from the left and right hand sides of him as it slides like down a hole in that shell to his body and clasps him in sort of a glowing blue chest plate.
Cool. He has.
Mage armor.
I love classic spells.
So
They just feel so good when you hear them played. You're like, Cone of Cold, fuck yeah.
Magic missile. Hell
fuck
yeah.
yeah.
that's why I love spellcasters.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
They're
fun.
so fun to play. And you're just
Yeah.
like, ah,
I'm
okay, I'm
actually
done.
more-
Like,
Yeah.
it's like being a man. Anyway,
All right, I'm gonna sit down. I need to take a breather.
I had to. So you see, this looks really, really strong. It doesn't seem like a normal mage armor if you guys have been exposed to it.
By
so
the way, technically, you have to move my initiative to be behind the guy that
it killed you.
knocked me out.
Okay, his turn's over. Thank you guys. And now we go into Witton's death roll.
Is it immediately? I thought it was immediately before.
Before?
If
you already-
before
okay.
the turn. So
Okay, so then we go into these guys. Now you see one of them tip their toe and dip it into this river,
Pulls it
and
out, it's green.
they realize like now, oh, something's gone wrong. I can't walk across it. Something's been dispelled.
Ha
And so
Yeah.
they-
Bitches!
So now they're gonna have to take an
Honestly,
alternative
that's
route.
keeping us alive.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
That's
You're gonna
good,
have to. They're gonna have to slowly build their way over now. So, the way they're going to do that is you see them summon. Funny you mentioned water walking. Now they have to cast it individually on each of their
Wasting
own.
more spell slots.
Yeah,
Which is wasting a spell
Good.
slot.
Good.
That is
Good.
big. Like, don't be like, what is it?
No,
No, it's
No.
wasting a spell slot of theirs.
And 2 actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have very many spell slots. So, let's
Well,
see.
The same level as us, they should have 9.
Major?
Well, no, not these specific people.
They might, yeah.
They're not special like you guys.
So hopefully we can get
They may be relatively, but they're not built out of character sheets.
Gotcha.
They're monster sheets.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so you watch as they each individually summon, use a one of their actions, like 2 of their actions to summon water walking on each of them, and then they're going to start to walk. They have a standard.
It's on the opposite side. Brandon, hand him the thing, the movie paper. The movie paper. That, right there.
No, where's my ruler?
Yeah.
The white one?
No, the actual ruler.
I have this.
Oh, it's behind his monitor.
Ah.
Yeah, he got like an actual monitor.
In case it needs it, there it is. It's gonna get you a piece of string and mark out 1 inch.
6 inches.
Just making sure.
Just barely make it across here.
He swims across the ocean. Oh no, that's
Wait,
right. Never mind.
water
They
They each cast. Yeah. Yep.
I'm back on board. Thanks.
Some of them are not quite.
I fell off the wagon for a minute. I was like, ah.
Some of them are not quite
Across.
across.
Cool. Good to know.
Although-
It's only one of them.
but-
It's not worth
That's
it.
their turn.
No, yeah, and I
we
don't
go
think I can
to
get you actually back up yet.
Goblino.
Like in one round.
Goblino.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm trying.
Let's move my hunt prey to Magic Eye Man.
It's not.
You have to.
I have to trick it.
Knowledge roll.
And I
I'm going to
can cast, and I
use
can
religion
for
again
that turn.
Okay.
for
Trick
a 24 total.
I'll,
Cool.
Is that a success?
On what? What are you casting it on?
Is knowledge check on Magic Eye Man.
Magic Man.
Religion knowledge check.
On Magic Man. So that's his class DC, his level DC, and you said 20. What?
24.
Not quite.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. Higher level class.
Yes, higher level.
We
Yes,
okay.
that
So
is
that
true.
was my first action.
He's casting 5th
Second
level spells.
action.
He's slightly higher level. So
With me being higher
fine.
up.
I've been waiting for a good old fashioned spellcaster fight. It's always like the Bane because they're so good. Why?
With being higher
Just
up.
hit him harder.
Okay, like mage armor heightened 5. Like screw, get out of my face. Like, you know.
I got this.
Nah, it is not heightened 5, by the way. I don't even think it does have that. Like I don't think it goes that far. I didn't double check.
I'm calling. With your
It's actually called
permission.
mystic armor.
With your permission, I'm calling him 30
It's also
feet away.
other types. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use my hero point on my first attack roll.
Okay.
Same thing.
Natural
Worse.
20.
No, I rolled a 3 again.
That's literally what I asked. Same thing.
Oh no.
So I don't think
The
it
first
hits,
one
but
was a
I'll give you
one.
the total for the first
Oh,
roll before
God.
I go again.
Okay.
That was a. With. But I don't get the. Yeah, it still is a 19.
Okay. Is that a 3 again?
No, it's a 4. I rolled 4 3s and 1 4, and I re-rolled a natural 1.
Oh god, dude.
You took
Dead
my
turn.
dice first.
Into
Ooh.
Annabelle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
So
I-
one action a stand.
Third action hide.
Fuck! I forgot about that.
That's okay.
Third action hide.
There you
I
go.
know what you need. Good luck, high five.
I feel bad, Morgan. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to knock you out so fast.
No, that's
You got 1 turn.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't try. I mean, it was the only logical
I know,
solution
I
to
know.
being surrounded by 4 people. He had
Totally
to do.
fine.
Good solution.
He had to do
Yeah.
his. I guess you could say his. Never mind. Okay, we'll move on.
I'm gonna run to Witton. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna run to Witton. And I'm gonna pull out.
Okay, attack of opportunity. No, just kidding.
No one around her.
Pull out the Angelica flower that I have.
Yeah.
And lay it on his chest and stabilize him.
Okay,
and
so
there's
stable.
no roll
Wounded
associated.
1 now, right?
Stable, not healed.
Stable, still unconscious.
Yes.
Is there a
And then question.
Yes,
He's got the wand of healing,
that's true.
and we established I would know where it is because he knows that I can use it.
It would take an interact action to get the.
Great,
to
that's what I
obtain it.
thought.
Yes, that's correct.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I
of
could-
course. Anything that's in
even
his
if I
inventory.
wasn't prone, I couldn't have healed him this turn.
Anything in
Right.
his inventory you can technically take, but you have to use a grab action.
Great, awesome. That's what I thought. No. That's my turn.
Cool. All right,
You're
back
not
to
dying.
Fredrick.
Helpful.
All in.
All in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of them.
You're like half dead right now, right?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm just curious. Yeah.
Thereabouts. I actually have more max HP than he does.
I should have just.
What's your constitution for Claire?
Huh? My constitution? I have 14. It's my score.
Oh, so +2.
Yeah. But I have another. I have a ancestry
Yeah.
feat that boosts it a little bit more too.
Right, that's what it is.
I'm a unbreakable goblin.
Nice.
And also a bouncy goblin.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What the fuck?
Goblins are so fun.
What have I cast? I've cast Dimension Door and Cone of Cold and
Yeah.
Mage Armor.
Yeah.
And whatever the water thing.
I'm just keeping up.
And
I don't want to
whatever
cheat. I'm making
summoning
sure
the
I have like the
shadow was.
appropriate spell
summoning
slots.
the shadow thing.
Summoning
Was
the
that technically
shadow.
something?
That was just
Okay.
like flavor. Yeah.
Keep
It
the
wasn't the same magic as the
Yeah.
as the,
like
but the
spell.
assumption was that it was prepared
Yeah.
previously.
Or
So,
ritual cast.
yeah, that'd be a little annoying to keep track of. Like
Keep the
all-
order of
I think
events
so.
here squared away. Roll a 4. Use a hero point. Roll a total of 29.
Hey-o.
Okay, so that's the hit.
Yes.
That does hit.
Are you vicious?
If I could roll above a 4, I could hit
I'm so
this
sorry.
guy.
Hey, this is not my fault.
No, we were rolling.
You
like
should have started
garbage.
attacking the dudes coming across. at this
No,
point.
no, we have to kill this guy because no, they don't matter. We have to kill this guy quickly, and that's the issue.
I love this guy's build. If I played this dude in the game, I'd be
Yes.
so happy.
31 points of damage.
31 points.
Yes.
Okay.
Using the cold side.
Great. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
In this case.
He said he doesn't care.
If I get a
Gotcha.
Okay.
thing that can
Got
do
it.
then-
So you wheel back and slash him.
Yep.
Slash him.
And then because it only counts as one attack, I will now
Yes.
attack with a plus 13 to this roll.
Instead of a plus 18. Hell yeah.
Oh wait.
21 to hit.
Not even close.
Yep.
So then it's technically my turn because
My
it moved
guess.
before.
Yes.
AC is probably.
But I can't do anything being at 0.
0 hit points stable.
I guess
Yeah.
AC is like
So.
25, 26.
That's my turn.
Maybe 20.
Nice.
All right, and we are with
I thought you were
back to
Yep.
this guy. So I've been keeping track of his spell slots. As it turns out, he has a few, so it's not as imperative for me to do this as I thought it would be, just because I built this guy like 3 weeks ago. Okay, so there's so many options. How evil should I be? That's the real question.
My only consistent
I
question.
feel like a kid in a candy store.
My only consistent question will be: does it have the manipulate trait?
Yeah.
anything he does.
That's fair.
And your reaction.
Unfortunately, the printouts I have don't have the tags, so I have to keep looking them up over and
Yeah.
over.
Yes, because you're at the top of the initiative. Yeah. Yeah. Results.
Let's see here.
Yeah. I remember there was a question before where there was getting back to the turn or the top of the initiative.
Being unconscious for
Thankfully,
really
this time doesn't really. Yeah, for
hurts.
you.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
minus-
It hurts your fun. I know.
Well, no, I'm talking about like penalties to AC, perception, reflex
Sure.
saves, everything.
Well, you're unconscious.
It's
How are you
almost like
supposed to
dying
perceive
sucks.
something?
Dying's
aware.
bad.
Stop
I'll
dying.
get you up. I can only do so much.
I know.
Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't found
I
a lot-
already feel like I'm
we
probably.
haven't found a lot of
In
healing
response
potions.
to your constant hitting him,
Yeah.
which is forcing him to play a little more defensive
Yeah.
instead of aggressive.
Yeah.
This is not manipulate. I just checked it. It's not manipulate. It is illusion.
Gotcha.
Let's can you guess what I'm
Schadenfreude.
about to cast?
Is it Schadenfreude?
Oh, I think I have a guess.
Okay,
I want to hear it.
Take a guess. Now,
I'm
if you
gonna
get the
write it
guess
down.
right, you get an inspiration
Oh, I have
Damn.
no idea what it
or a
is.
hero point. You get an additional hero point if you guess this
Yeah,
right.
okay.
What's he gonna guess?
We had the same.
Let's get
Oh, me?
Yeah, anyone. Like,
Invisibility.
okay.
Oh.
Mirror image.
Mirror
Okay.
image.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have a guess. I'll go invisibility.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You both get a hero point for guessing the correct. Okay.
God.
So he casts. You watch. He's like, oh, you guys. Oh God. Like and you just see because it's visual and illusion. That's it. You watch as he closes his eyes. It's like a sort of lucid purple. 2 exact copies of him. Doctor Strange out of his form.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
And
if
they start to swirl around him. So yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if it's changed in 2E, but do you roll for how many there are? I think in 1E you had to roll, like depending on the level, which is.
Is it okay if I look it up
Oh.
to see? What?
I was just curious.
Like, I'm gonna read what
Okay.
your image does.
Sweet.
Like, so you're about to find out. Eric, welcome back. Sorry, I forgot to put it in the chat. I'm so sorry.
Did it change?
I forgot to say, hey, we're live in Discord.
Ah,
I was too focused on this encounter. What?
No,
how
just
dare you?
Answering the question, did this spell change from 1E to 2E?
I have no idea. So 3 illusory images swirl about the character in the space, potentially causing those who attack you to hit one of the images instead of the caster. Any attack that would hit the caster has a random chance of hitting it. So if all 3 images remain, there's a 1 in 4 chance. If a 1 on the... So it's 3 things that come out. That's my bad.
Okay. Gotcha.
A 1 on a 1d4. With 2 images remaining is a 1 in 3 chance, a 1 in 2 on a 1d6, and with only 1 image, it's the chances are 1 in 2. So 1 in 3 on a d6. So it's like 50-50 chances.
Gotcha.
So with each image that is hit, it is destroyed. If an attack roll fails to hit your AC but doesn't critically fail, it destroys an image but has no additional effect.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to
It's
hit.
just wasting more of our
Yeah,
actions
yeah.
to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Even
It's
if
a
the
good
attack would
spell.
normally have an
Solid.
effect on failure, it would not have that effect on failure.
But areas of effect doesn't matter.
If an attack roll is in a critical success, it would hit one of the images is destroyed, and the attack roll becomes a success against you. So just a standard success
Gotcha,
against
okay.
you. Once all the
Okay, my
images are
area
destroyed,
of
the
effect arrows.
spell
Well,
ends.
it's for when I.
It has it does have a duration, but I won't.
Yeah.
So
If you get up.
If you get up, it is questionable.
Or if I decide to.
No,
do
you just
any
get that
damage.
Robin Hood minute tights.
And you see-
roll 5 arrows and
you see with his final action, you watch as the sort of shadowy form comes over his form, and he kind of becomes illusory in a way. He has become slightly concealed. Incorporeal, concealed. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't want to go through these rolls again.
So that means that each roll, it's a DC 5 right now. I think that's flat, like the caster level doesn't matter, but like you have to make an additional roll to see if you hit. It just keeps lowering the amount of like times you can hit. It's kind of obnoxious. Okay, that's his turn. So Witton, you did your thing at the top. You did your thing.
I don't do anything.
Okay, so you're done.
Yeah.
All right, we have these guys again. They're about to arrive. If you guys have any crazy one-stop shops, now might be the time to think about those.
Yep.
So
Once I get
he's
hit,
gonna have to use an action to traverse over. So that's an action, and then he's gonna have to use an additional action to move over. To flank you. Okay, so that's a stride action.
he technically.
Oh my god.
Ah, we're all dying now.
I got it.
With the Clyde action, does he technically have to make an athletics check?
It was perfect. It wasn't.
How dare.
You gotta counterbalance.
You ruined it.
It's fine. Okay. So he's gonna have to use all 3 actions to get over. Basically all of them. Use all 3 actions to get out of here,
Okay,
Batman.
and now we're in trouble.
Yeah.
One of them is going to action, climb.
Would you technically have to make an athletics check for that?
Yeah, so I gotta go roll those. Don't worry about it.
I just want to see if he crit fails.
Oh my god.
So it's hopefully not gonna be too bad.
And you determine the DC.
Yeah, I know what it is because it's we'll see. So he has to do basically 2 climbs. So athletics. Okay. That fails. So the first athletic check fails, but so he is unable to. So he's going to try again, and that succeeds. So he gets. I guess I can make it one.
Top of it, yeah.
I guess I can make it one. It doesn't. It's kind of rude to make it 2 actions. That's just, so with 1 action, he's able to get up top, and he's behind that sort of rock that leads up to you. So you're both kind of obscured from the other.
Yep.
Okay, but the rest have kind of consolidated in. They're getting closer now, and it is now Goblin's turn.
Also, technically, with a success, he does.
Oh, I forgot. You know what? I'll do this right now. One of them survived, so I'll have them just shoot into one of these 6 guys. I just forgot. That's a natural 20. Okay.
Hey-o!
So we'll just do. I'll just do 1. It's fine. And he's gonna fire.
Maybe I fire at the guy up on the tower. If he's got.
No, well, they were all on the ground. So.
Oh, yeah, before.
I'm just gonna roll a 1d6, and so I have them all marked. Okay, that's 4. Got it. Oh, and they lost that. I gotta keep that in mind. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, that's 3 6s right off the bat.
Hey, yo.
And then 1 more. Okay. So you watch as he fires and manages to peg one of them pretty good.
Hey, yo.
There we go.
Hey, yo.
Oh, so good, in fact, he's dead. Wait. I forgot the crit.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, hey, yo.
Because
I'm sorry. If it wasn't gonna be me, it was probably gonna be Ray.
Patriot arrow?
That's Johnson for you.
Johnson! We got
Okay.
you, buddy.
Now you may proceed. Goblin.
Gobbo.
We're on pace right now for where I thought we'd be.
Cool.
So. You lost all of your fighting force. I just realized they're all dead but
Yeah.
1.
But
Yeah.
Johnson. Well, there's 2 guys over
Damn
here. Did
cone
one
of
of them
cold.
die?
And
Oh, there's 2 over there.
I thought I only know of
there's
one.
one behind the tent and one behind the trees.
Okay, can the one behind the tent?
I just assumed one of them
sure.
was dead. But
I'll roll
had been
1
knocked
more. It's
over.
fine.
Okay.
Why not? That's a hit too, but it's not a crit.
We'll move him out so he can be seen a little bit more. Because obviously, one stride.
Whoa! He's heavy.
He's dead now.
Yeah, he's a metal one. He's Torin!
Stride action.
It's Torin!
It's Torin coming to save the day. Thank God.
Glimpse of redemption!
He's just sleepwalking, so he's like halfway helping.
I mean,
Where's the walk?
we need Zenitsu from Demon Slayer.
So does this mean you guys are finally? Does this mean that you're actually asking where Torin is finally?
I mean,
I've just assumed he's literally sleeping through it all.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No
Sure
one's
he's
asked.
Off doing something
Where's
great.
Torin?
He's off
I
doing
mean, we
something great.
mentioned it, but sure. Where is Torin?
Well, you've joked about it, but this is the
Yeah.
first time that you've actually referenced.
Hey, my jokes are real.
Okay. I just won't say it. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, where is he?
It's fine. No, you don't.
No, wait till after
no,
combat.
Hey, excuse me. Sir, Grim Senior.
I don't know.
Where is
Esquire.
I'm feeling kind of
Sorry.
unappreciated, so anyway.
That's fine.
Oh, so you know how Morgan feels every day.
You know, it's given me insight that how glad I am to not be Morgan.
Deserve
you know?
it.
Okay.
Where's Torin? You didn't answer.
For the record, Fredrick doesn't care.
Annabelle does.
Well, all of you roll a perception check for me,
Okay.
except you.
I mean, technically I could, it's just a -4.
Good job.
It's not bad at all, it's a 26.
30.
31.
God damn it.
Upon seeing that these guys could walk over water, Torin, who was asleep, has awoken. And assuming that something's changed with the water, he decided to do it himself.
Naturally.
And promptly sunk because he's made of metal.
Yeah.
So you can see him like glistening slightly, but being made of metal, maybe he can't
Doesn't
drown.
need to breathe,
Yeah, maybe he
yeah.
doesn't drown. So you
No,
guys
we
feel like
tested this. He had
Yeah.
him hold his breath.
And you said he can hold his breath for 1 minute because that's how long
6 rounds of
Christian
Yeah,
can
that's
do
pretty
it.
funny.
6 rounds of combat.
well, you
so-
guys
Yeah.
want, you have 1 round to save him. I
God
guess.
damn it.
I'm just kidding. No, but he's under the water now, for sure. Okay.
He's
Let's
fine.
hope it's a slow and like a low.
I
Slow,
want
that
to
he
keep
can
hitting
like
that. We
climb
have
back
to
up.
kill this guy.
Slowly walking and sliding back.
Attack the magic man. He's my hunted prey.
Okay.
New dice.
3. 13.
33.
Woo!
So even with, so did you roll your DC 5 check to see if you
Nope.
hit his conceal?
This can be that check. Unless you want to count the other one as the check.
No, just go ahead and roll for this check now.
Natural.
Oh,
No.
oh no.
Because like the statistics of you hitting
You
up
got
below a
another hero
DC
point.
5.
You got it. You have another hero point.
I already know that flat checks are.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna use it for a flat check. Okay, so take my second attack now. This will be the flat check for the second attack.
Great.
So it still hits one of the illusory. The illusory, but
Does it?
No, I think
Do
if
you
he
do the
misses,
flat
then he
check?
misses.
the concealment. I
Is
think
the
the concealment fail. Yeah,
just
because it
him?
doesn't even. You don't even see him to attack him. That's what the concealment check does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I have it here.
Well, I mean, yeah, concealment's more like he's foggy, so I'm just like hitting mist next to him.
Yeah.
There's no like.
I would
So
say
are we doing concealment then?
the
mirror
way you do it
image?
is concealment first
That
every
makes
time.
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Flat
But
check.
we did it opposite, but
Yeah.
the concealment would
He counts
eradicate
the
it, where you wouldn't even be
theory
like. I don't think you do an attack if you don't
Yeah.
get the concealment. That's the
Or
point of
mirror.
concealment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So womp
Major
womp.
mirror?
I mean, dang, I didn't think that was actually gonna
And
do
this weird
anything.
ethereal shit.
So that was
No,
attack
flat
one.
checks are the worst.
Okay, number 2. Right? You doing another attack?
I did.
He already did.
I rolled
Did
a 2
both.
on the flat check.
So
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You stacked so many things on this
Hey,
motherfucker.
so that was the mirror illusion was a mirror image is
Yeah.
a level 2 spell which he has
Yeah.
multiple spells. He hasn't even used a level 2 spell yet. It's not heightened. It's just is.
Yeah.
And then he has a thing called a phase cloak. So one action he becomes concealed for. It's only one round,
Yeah, fair.
but he becomes concealed. Yeah.
Oh, that's not
Yeah. Yeah. It's not
Okay.
permanent.
Third action, I use the swap action to swap my bow with my dog slicer.
Oh, he's tired of it. He's,
Well, it's because there's a guy
There's a
right
guy
next
right
to me.
behind him now.
okay, Annabelle.
So I'm no longer
Yeah. Okay, so I
because I wasn't
am
Interesting.
finding the wand, pulling out the wand of healing that Witton has on him, and trying to trick this magic item into letting me use it. So it'll be religion check, matching.
Talking about the cloak. Or-
No.
Oh, the wand.
I'm
The
next to
singular
Witton.
wand.
Witton is stable. I'm trying to find.
I have put hidden. So I was thinking about what I was next to.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
taking the wand of healing, trying
Yes.
to trick it and heal Witton.
Does it say what the DC is?
Because you are
GM
bonded. You are
determines
bonded
DC
to it.
based
So.
on the item's level.
Oh, well, the item's level is level 4, I think.
Is it?
Because it's a second level spell, so I would have to be at least. It's either 3 or 4. What's the.
I think it was 3. Like when I gave it to you.
Wand of
I thought it was 3.
So I gave.
That sounds right.
It's from
It
this
doesn't
little book
specify.
that Brandon got me for my birthday last year.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, this doesn't.
Of course, he didn't give me anything this year.
3.
And I got him a really
It's-
sick gift.
it-
Okay, so it's a
We'll be
level
here in
3
August.
magic
Oh,
item.
it's-
Yes.
I'm just gonna
So-
roll.
GR time.
What's the DC for a level 3
Doesn't
magic
matter.
item? You don't know.
DC for level 3 DC. It would be a flat. It would just be a flat DC of like level 3 DC, right?
No, because magic items have their own thing, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Let me go to the glossary here. And you
What
said-
was the question?
It's DC for magic items.
Let's see. Artifact.
That's not great. Let's hope there's somewhat success.
So was it a wand? You said.
Yeah,
Wand.
Okay.
Level
Wand of
3 wand.
healing.
just level 3 wand.
Clinging, crushing, dumping, choking, rolling. Huh. Where did I pull that from? It's literally called a wand of healing?
Well, yeah, it's. I think
If you want to
it's
look
just,
at the DC for any 3rd level wand,
Yeah.
it does say in this ability that you determine the DC based on the item's
It's
level.
the item level, not the spell level.
Yes.
So
Right.
I have no idea where I pulled that from. There's no.
It's probably just like 20 plus.
Wait, item level.
Ugh.
Magic item DC's found it. DC 17.
Sure.
Okay, well, that's real bad.
Is it?
Because I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 12. So that would be then a critical failure, which means I can't try to trick this wand until tomorrow.
Ah.
So Witton is down.
Yeah, fully.
I don't
He's
have
stable.
Let a guy
stable.
So did you build a backup character yet? Or?
I have another action.
If you hit that chrysalis, like proc, that would suck. Because who knows where that puts you, man? If it teleports you or explodes.
The cocoon. That's the cocoon. The chrysalis just would have protected me from all damage you took.
Yeah. Is that a reaction or an action?
You said it's free. You have said it's not even a reaction.
Why didn't you use it when you were?
Because that's a once per month thing.
Moth money.
If you want to say it's a reaction now, because you didn't specify before.
Well, it'd have to be a free
Feels
action.
Like a reaction, and it also locks you up. So why
I mean,
not?
if it's a free action, then it's like it has to be done during your turn. If it's a reaction, then it's done. It's more powerful because it's done on.
Well, free action can be
reaction
something anytime.
could be anytime.
Because if you like, it's the same thing. Different rule set for a different system, but like free actions.
Oh right. Well, you didn't. So
I didn't do it, so it doesn't
you
matter.
didn't do it. Okay.
Okay.
You could attempt a medicine check.
Can I heal you with a medicine check? I thought like treat wounds is like 10 minutes.
Do you guys have any potions?
Shit, you're
I
right.
don't think
No,
we've had
you have
any
not given us
potions
any potions.
The
I mean,
entire game.
you could have like.
Bitch.
I'd like to buy some potions at the stalls.
From where?
Slatin.
Oh, in Slatin, we could
I
have.
mean,
bought
sure.
some in
Why
Slatin.
not? Like,
Prep.
that's possible.
We
Just
did-
let you know
we-
specifically,
we-
Slatin
okay.
has potions, guys. I just want to
Look.
make sure you're well aware.
We would have prepped more if we had not been interrupted by being trapped in the slums and then transfigured into whatever the
If-
fuck we are now.
If only we didn't do a story and
If
we just sat
If
around.
only.
Couldn't we have a shopping day?
I am stalling because I don't know what to do with my last.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to exploit vulnerability.
Do you still have your construct, or no? You used it like on
Oh.
Sebastian.
Yeah,
What?
you used it on Sebastian.
Like that's why he
a
was
while ago,
got stabilized, like and sustained till this point.
when we first got teleported.
That was-
Right, no, I don't have it back
So
yet.
it's been like 6 days or something like
It's
that.
been 5 days according to my
Okay.
count. Yeah. I'm keeping track. I want
Well,
that
I think
thing.
we're at the dawn of the 6th day, is what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like,
I
it's dawn right now.
okay. I did mark for this rest that we just took,
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
but I'll take 6.
It doesn't matter. He either still doesn't have. The
Doesn't matter, I don't have it. And the shadow ones disappeared
yours.
with the shadow.
Yeah, it's gone.
I am going to try to exploit vulnerability on Magic Man. Actually, no. I'm gonna. How many are of the other gougers are left?
Yeah, I might hit
5.
the weenies.
5. Can't you do like heftier damage though?
Not well. I have to
Not
deal
with
with
the way
that
you're
guy
rolling?
first, so not melee first off.
Sure.
And secondly, based on the way you typically hit things, I think you should attack the weenies
Yeah,
while he has
okay.
mage armor up.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna go for the weenies, because if I can get exploit vulnerability on one of them,
You can
they're
get
all
all
the
of them.
same
Yeah.
creature type, right?
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
can get them on all
Yeah,
of
I
them.
think
So
that's- I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
try
the right
to
call.
exploit vulnerability against one of the weenies.
The first guy across the bridge.
Yeah,
Look at him.
the
So
closest guy.
smug looking.
He's an L7 weenie.
Standard DC for its level, and I'm rolling a 20.
I
Can't
bet
remember.
it's at least a
Okay.
21.
Against a 20 against a standard DC for its level
For one of the weenies.
for one of the weenies.
So you rolled a 20.
That's like a 21 or 22.
Fail.
Yes. Not a crit fail, just a fail.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just take a personal antithesis. And I yeah. And that's my whole turn. Is I have a
Oh boy.
a personal weakness against that guy only, who would, whatever one's the closest to me is the guy that
Right
I've got
across the
exploit
bridge.
vulnerability on.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Fred.
Wait, is it? Yes, it is. Thank you.
So he has all illusions still at play.
Correct.
Unfortunately.
And does the concealment end on him or the top of the round? It would end on his turn, right? That would make sense.
Yeah, it ended on his
Yeah,
turn.
so like once Fredrick's turn is over, concealment's gone.
Yeah, because it gives a minute like timer, not a round, so
Kill a
it's
bunch
1
of
minute from the
guys.
casting.
And then wait for concealment to end. And then try to strike him.
Like hold action.
I was gonna say he could hit the other people just for this round.
Is anybody else in my range?
At least one guy, yeah.
This one guy is?
Yeah.
No, that's just the concealment, not the spell.
Right, but the concealment goes away.
Yes, the concealment roll goes away, but
So that would give us a much better chance.
well, theoretically, that you get a 75% chance of not hitting that. But you
Yeah, but that's still
100%
75% chance, and then getting to like
hit.
then hit a thing to then hit him. So like we could at least just negate one barrier, kill a couple people. It's just not.
oh,
you
just
can keep hitting.
yeah, go for it. Do what you feel is right, of course.
Yeah. I'm thinking just
Why?
percentage
What?
and numbers wise.
You're looking at me.
I know.
My eyes were attracted to movement.
Or you
You
could
move
do
dramatically
one
to
hit
get
and
out
the
your
next to you and then one hit on him, depending on
mozzarella
Take
and
out the weenie with the big swing.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to the...
Mozzarella.
Fredrick will turn to the guy that just walked up on him.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try to take him out right away.
Okay, let's do it.
Go, go, go.
Take him out.
With 36 to hit.
That hits.
Did it crit?
Correct.
Let's see. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like that
36
should
was
be a crit.
before.
Okay, how much now is...
10, 12, 16, double, 32.
Okay. Which one are you attacking?
There's only one other.
One
that's in
right
my
next
range,
to him.
correct? The one
Yeah.
right next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's the same one that I was attacking with the guy based on my roll with him shooting. So, because that's the one you're close to is number one. Like, what I marked as number one.
Right.
So that's 36. All right. How do you want to do it? How do you want to do it, man?
I'll just turn to him and just take my frustration out and just two hands overhead swing. Wham! Cold side.
You crack through his runic armor, and he is dead as a doornail. Okay, 4 remain. 3 of which are readily engaged. 1 is about to engage the goblin. Anything else you'd like to do?
With no one else being in my swinging range, I'll go back to this guy and perhaps with the momentum of the first swing.
So flat check first.
Yep.
So
Hopefully with the
5.
momentum of the first swing, I have a chance to hit this guy.
DC 5. I just gotta get over to 5.
16.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Okay, now you can try to hit. If it's a crit, you destroy one of the images and him.
Misses. 17 total.
I'm so sorry, Morgan.
It's okay. I'm trying.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Three.
Stop apologizing. It's
Nah.
That's good.
Okay,
okay. It's just bad rolls.
so you failed
That's how
the...
it goes.
Succeeded in hit in the ability to hit him, but only rolled a 17 to actually hit him.
I see. So one of the images is then destroyed.
Well, didn't break his AC, did I?
And no, on a failure, like if an attack rolls critical, if it doesn't critically fail, it destroys but does no effect to him. So you destroy one of the images. So he has 3 images left.
Okay.
All right.
Essentially, you're missing
Wait.
because you hit an
2
image
left.
instead
Yeah,
of
that's
2
correct.
and himself.
All right, so his turn again. Unfortunately,
concealment ends.
he's going to use a modified spell that I've created, just to be making you guys aware of this. A spell that I created, kind of a little bit of an emergency red button here, and it only works on people he's attuned it to. So you watch as he looks over. Now this does do manipulate, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh boy.
Now,
Crit, 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 crit.
37.
I mean that does crit. I don't think that's in your favor though.
What?
It's too late. Like it's happened. I don't think in your favor.
It's not
But
gonna
if
If it's a spell,
it
it
interrupts.
It's not in your favor.
Uh.
But you did it, so it's interrupted.
There it is.
So you watch as he raises his hand towards his
We
compatriots.
don't want him to escape. Either he
Right.
dies or we die.
And you hit him.
For once.
$18 points of damage,
Okay.
but
Did you do the crit math?
yes.
Wait, let me double check before we go too far, because I think it's manipulate, but because based on the spell description I based it off of. Let's triple check because
He's doing anything with his hands or body.
Hold on.
If he's doing a little dance, it's manipulate.
That's a manipulate. The little jig.
The little jig.
Tap dancing.
See that foot tap?
I'm pretty sure it is like 99% sure.
I'm also trying to look up the rules on disrupt because they're very specific. 'Cause I think
What? Don't you have anything better to do? Like prepare. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's a reactive strike, right?
Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was right. Okay, so
I have a question.
yeah.
May I have a strength check?
Okay.
Fortitude.
Fortitude?
To this.
I think it was supposed to be.
The strength or fortitude?
Oh, it does say strength
It
check
says
and
strength, but is there a?
It's the homebrew thing.
Yeah, it's homebrew.
Oh, okay, then it probably would be fortitude. I imagine.
Is it a fortitude saving throw?
It just says word for word how you gave it to me. Enemy makes strength check.
Then it probably is fortitude saving throw. If you're trying to it's just like an old.
It's way over here.
So I would just remark that as fortitude saving throw.
I'll do it.
Okay, because that is All right, in
It's
this
the 5e
case,
command.
that is a.
Get it out of here. Get it out of
What are
here.
you doing?
Cover it, poo. Get it out of here. The mammoths can't smell
23.
you if you're covered in poo.
Ah.
What is it?
Is that a?
He
Is that a?
succeeded.
Oh, okay. So that is a.
Fine.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
By
Whatever
1 point,
actions-
he's fine, but he's fine.
Yeah,
By
he's
whatever
got-
actions.
If it was a
that-
strength check, it'd be very bad.
Well, yeah.
Whatever actions
Yeah,
that
those don't
took,
exist.
he loses
Right.
those actions, and whatever he was doing doesn't take place.
Well, he was about to
Well-
get frozen because it's a cold side.
No.
Ooh.
But
So-
he succeeded in not being frozen.
Okay, so
But he still gets
you.
disrupted?
Still gets disrupted, but
He's disrupted.
that could be for or against us, depending on what.
Well, it sounds like he might
Right.
have been trying to run away, which would have saved us.
He's gonna use another charge of
But
this.
also fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
He's gonna roll the dice again and use another charge of that of one of his items to regain an action point. So he has 2 again.
Oh.
But he only has so many times he can do that. So I've marked that. That's the second time he's done it. He's going to try to cast it one last time, and this is the last thing he can do this turn.
All out of reaction.
Yeah.
So you have no way to. Oh, so
Nope.
okay. So this just happens then. There's no roll or anything
Yeah.
like that. So this is a modified spell. If you'd like to know what the modified spell is, you can look up. It's a vampiric feast. It's a modified form of vampiric feast.
Oh.
It's a third level spell, but it is different. But the core is effectively in the original form, it's a manipulate touch action where you leech the lifeblood out of people. But he is especially attuned a custom version of this spell to his compatriots.
Yep.
So within a 15-foot radius, any companions within a 15-foot radius are instantly caught in its effect. So we got to determine if the guy at top is, or if it's just a 3 at the bottom.
15 foot.
Is this?
Yeah, he said 15.
Does he
okay.
transform
Oh,
the way we
then
saw
the guy up there
before,
would not
or
be.
no?
Nope, just
But all 3
Different.
levels.
Okay.
the 3 here.
Yeah.
In the first fight, he turned into something.
That guy's so
Right.
tall.
Yeah, this is
This is different. Yeah.
also 6d6 damage if it's.
Well, that's the original vampiric
Yeah.
structure.
Yeah.
So it is.
You
different.
said it's modified.
It is complete. It is modified. I just base it off of it. So it's something that you feel the tendrils. I'm kind of meta. I usually don't go into meta game, but I mean I do when I cast spells. I like the information. I like to elaborate a little bit more, just so you guys know I'm not So this particular vampiric feast alteration is one that you can feel it. Maybe if you're like in the holy realm or understand death magic at all, you recognize the feeling, but it's been altered substantially. And you watch as he takes his hand, which you've tried. You like swat it away, and he was like, no. He does. he like flips it. He pops his collar. And does it again. Like, thank you for making me do this. Take more damage. He extends his hand out, and you watch as the 3 compatriots within that 15-foot cone basically evaporate. And they scream like, "Ah!" and as their skin melts off and all that's left is bone. their essence, their energy swirls through the air and sucks into his hand as he takes it. Now, if this was Vampiric Feast, he would get 66 temporary health points. He's not going to do that. Instead, he's going to raise both of his hands and recast that energy back at you.
Oh.
In 2
So
actions.
he's not going to gain any. Well, it's that's the spell. Like he eradicates, he kills his people, and uses their energy life force to deal additional damage. Now, fun fact: he doesn't know you very well. This type of damage isn't going to affect you. In fact,
Oh my god!
Oh
He
shit!
doesn't know.
he doesn't. He literally does not know.
Oh shit!
So this type of damage is going to do the opposite, not to the rest of you.
No.
Is this another
but-
cone?
Technically, okay.
Well,
Is
you're
this a cone?
unconscious right now.
Okay.
Is this a
So
cone?
Okay.
do what?
We're doing a cone?
Do what?
Is this
It's
a cone?
A cone of effect.
Cone of blood?
Cone of blood.
What's the AoE? Circle? Cone?
It's a cone.
Line?
I
He's
think.
just excited.
I was just curious. I was quite excited about the cone.
No, it's just a cone. Yes.
What?
Where are we at with corruption, and are we being affected by it? Because I know we're like immune to the first.
We're in the preservation field.
Yeah. Okay. So
But
we're
we're
immune
fine.
to the first tier, but we're not quite experiencing the
Second level effects, no.
effects yet. Okay.
So here's what I have, Morgan. And if you would love to refute this, by all means, allow yourself to refute it. Right now in your notes, the way it's described, which I checked earlier today before I cast this spell, was Desna gives you the power to basically alter holy into death, but positive into negative and negative into positive to reflect that. However, even still, like with the I feel with this particular spell and the way that I've classified it, which I won't go into hyper specifics, but it's not specifically positive or negative.
Okay.
It is raw existential energy. So my thinking is, because this isn't like strictly positive, it's not strictly negative, that for you it would affect you, it would alter it to affect you in a positive way. For the rest of you, it's just a blast of energy damage to your face, just flat energy. But to you specifically, because the way I wrote the spell, and I didn't realize this till after I did it, I was like, so I say him, more like I forgot. The way I'm interpreting it is, I think that it's going to assist. I think Desna will convert it to assist
He did not follow the guidance, know thy enemy.
you. No, he didn't. Well, he kind of did. He was trying to bait you with the orc and, trying to distract you, and it worked.
Hey guys, this is my level up ability. I can change the
66.
damage type of.
66.
Yay.
The name of Vilac's book.
Oh yeah.
Is this
Okay.
do we just take this damage, or is it a reflex save or anything?
Let's see. Well, what am I talking about? Let's see.
Could be the same as Vampiric Feast being Fortitude.
Yeah, it is a basic fortitude.
Okay.
At the caster level.
Do I still get the +2 from being behind the thing?
I definitely think so.
Okay.
That's for reflex. It's not for Fortitude.
Oh, the cover.
Cover.
Okay. So he's saying that cover only affects reflex and
Yes,
not
yes,
fortitude. Okay, that's
That
fine.
is okay.
I'm so dumb. This tab is literally for
The
this
book?
on the nature of energy, practical but befuddling studies. Yeah.
That's fine.
Practical but
So no.
befuddling.
31.
31
Sorry, what's
saves.
It's a Fortitude save.
Jiggle your dice before you roll it.
Yeah, come on.
Defense.
Defense.
Thank you. 18.
18.
Yikes.
Do I
Nope.
have to
Yikes.
save?
For an 18?
No, I guess not. So fail, success. Okay, so that is. Let me double.
I mean,
forgot
I'll-
to-
Sorry, I
I'll roll a
fully
save.
stopped paying attention to everything that was going on, so I was like, shit, I gotta move.
I'll roll a save if you want me to.
So
but-
that's 21 points of straight energy damage. So if you have any energy reduction,
21?
resistance, 21 points of energy. Uh-oh.
Are you down?
Okay. So you have that.
It just threw me off
But
because
you gained
a second,
21
Gain
points.
21.
a
Okay.
second tab opened to refresh the data. So, I was
And so
like,
you're
what?
back.
Uh-huh.
You're back to it. And I swear, funny enough, I didn't do that as a feeling for feeling bad for you not getting to fight. that was just an
definitely
oversight.
awesome
Like
move.
that was
I
just
still don't get a
so
turn
cool.
until next round though, because that's on his
Sure.
turn.
Yeah.
that was
But
just an oversight.
You're
I'm
before him.
fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a straight oversight. Which, of course, we have 1, 2, and then 3. So I think only one of the dudes remains.
Damn. The guy up top.
With me.
Yeah.
The goblin about
Oh,
to
which
go
means the person I have
physical.
extreme vulnerability.
The
on.
last guy is gonna rush at you and attack you full-fledged with,
Oh,
a,
jeez.
Ah,
with a sword.
That's your skull.
it's okay. Chan hit that earlier, or the other one.
So many chords. Are you okay?
It's a little cramped, but we're good.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
So he's gonna
What's
take one movement, so one action, and the second action is attack.
Come on.
That is a.
Come on. Got my dog slicer out.
Oh man, why is it always gotta be the weird numbers? I have to like.
Get this. I'm the goblin.
He goes to stab you, but hits a metal piece. What the hell?
That cleric's dying. This cleric's vibing.
Okay, I'm gonna call it what I saw and not what I looked down and saw the dice stuff. That doesn't make any sense. It's in your benefit for me to do what I. So it's 24.
That's a hit.
Oh, I thought that was gonna miss. Okay, so he does hit it. I said 17. I was like, I saw 11. That doesn't make sense. Don't do the math there. Okay, so he's gonna swing the sword, and let's see.
Second action, strike.
Yeah, second action strike. Pretty low roll here. So that is 8 damage plus 4, so 12. From 4, that's so the 1 slashing damage, the 8 damage of slashing, and then 4 force damage.
Oh. Ooh. Didn't like it.
Okay,
But I'm fine.
that's it. All right, Goblin.
Is he gonna take a third action?
He had to move to you.
Move, strike. I mean, I can attack. Like,
Is that not 3 actions?
I guess I can.
You
Sure,
attacked
yeah,
twice.
why not?
We only
Sometimes.
attacked once.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Oh, he only yeah.
Oh, good. I rolled an 18. I'm glad you asked me to do that. That hits.
Minus
So
5.
great.
Maps.
13 plus. What's his bonus?
I rolled an 18. It hit because I rolled.
Even with the minus 5?
Yeah, because it's still higher than what I rolled last time, even with minus
Oh.
5. Because I rolled an 11 last time, so minus 5 is
Making sure. Just making
13.
sure.
So, all right.
You don't.
Okay,
do
well
melee
that's
attacks that
great.
often.
So that's okay. Plus 14 slashing, 1 force, so 15.
15.
Total.
I'm still up.
Wow.
Everything's
Hey.
fine.
That's your fault. All right, Goblin.
I am about to die. But I think I'm going to take Fredrick's fighting that guy. Annabelle, Witton, his eyes have opened.
Yep.
We have 2 dudes. So I'm going to take a swing at this guy first. Is this in my best interest? Yeah, that's fine. First swing. 25 to hit.
Oh, this isn't the big guy. Yeah, that hits.
He jumps.
I was like, why is he making this face? This is one of the.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just so used to
You're fine.
people.
So
throwing
used to the
magic.
big. Yeah.
All right. That's 5 points of damage. I'm gonna take one more swing.
Okay, so 25 to hit. Oh, so like he has a reaction. So you watch him like kind of like block himself as you attack, but you still manage to hit it. So it's 5 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
5 points of slashing damage. Then, actually, we do a 5-foot step to disengage, and then I'm going to climb down the ladder in a way.
Okay. Anna.
Great. You good?
Your head.
Fine enough.
Awesome. Then I am going to. I have quick jump. So I'm gonna leap. There's this ladder that's leading up on the tent. I'm gonna leap up, or like high jump up the ladder and grab on, and then I'm just gonna go divine disharmony, shoot at this guy that's up the top.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so divine disharmony is climb up the ladder. But I'm on. I don't know if I'm not on the tent, but I just jumped up the ladder so that I had a bit better line of sight. So it's against his will DC. That's a natural one. Fuck that.
How many natural ones have we rolled?
God, a lot. That's fine though. That was just the divine disharmony. It doesn't matter. There's no crit fail, anything. I'm still just gonna take a shot at him. It's a 19.
So, no. No. Sorry to say. Is that your turn? It's tough.
Also,
Ready,
look
boy.
how math you got on the ladder.
8+.
Can you
Way to go,
complete
King.
it? This is the big question on everyone's minds. Can Freddy Boy finish this?
Finish him off.
Well, you've
Finish
done,
him
like-
off.
And literally,
Go.
Morgan will have had no ability to do anything this whole time.
We'll see.
What have you done? You did like.
So-
I
knocked
had
down
one
pretty
turn.
quick.
30.
Yeah.
3 more.
How many illusions does he have? Started with 3.
He has 2.
He still had.
We got rid of 1.
No,
Oh, got rid of
starts with 3. Yeah, he has 2
Two
more
illusions.
illusions.
Two.
So, yeah.
And he still has that mystic
Yes.
armor, right?
No, concealment's gone.
Concealment's
No,
gone,
not the
but
concealment.
mage
Mage
armor.
armor.
Yes.
Mage
Oh,
armor.
mage armor.
Mystic
Yes.
armor is correct.
Mystic.
Mystic armor.
It still is on, yeah.
I get penalized for using the right
Start
terminology.
here.
Come on.
I don't know what the right terminology is.
So 21 to hit, misses him, but still destroys an illusion.
Okay.
That was my vicious swing. Now my regular swing is a 22, which I imagine misses him,
Yep.
but still destroys the last illusion.
No more mirror images.
So we'll take that.
Nice.
So that's where we're at.
All right.
All right, and it's his turn again. He casts it
My
again.
turn.
He casts it again before Witton sucks. He hates Witton. He casts it. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So, still being prone, he is very much still within 120 feet of me. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on him.
What are you dispelling?
It just says a target.
Like
so,
mystic armor?
well, it says.
Okay.
Oh
go
yeah,
for it.
because
It
mage.
could technically do both.
Mirror,
could
well,
it not?
mirror
Yeah.
image is gone. Freddy just took both of them out.
Okay.
So it'll be mystic
So it
armor.
had to be Mystic Armor. Okay. Then, yeah, I feel like that's
Which is-
that's still worth it. I feel like.
Without
I mean, it
that
adds his
level
base. It gives him a higher dex
What
mod.
is?
I think I
Gives
had
him
some.
AC bonus.
I need his caster DC because it's the counteract check is based on that.
Oh yeah.
His caster DC is 2/9.
Shit. Okay, so
Yeah.
I have to roll a 17 or higher.
You got
Have you
it.
used your hero point yet?
Nope.
There we go. Good time.
Okay, so 0 point. I'm using that.
Don't forget, you two have a hero point float.
Yeah, I got
For guessing mirror
it.
image.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could have technically guidance myself before, but you know, too late.
No.
Maybe just lay back down. Yeah. Maybe just.
Get back down.
So I attempted to try
The goblin
and
comes
dispel
over.
his.
The goblin comes over. Sweet. Sleep
I mean, his life is spell casting, so it's not entirely. His DC's very high. He's off
Yeah,
also.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
A little
It's
bit
also
longer
a
in
higher
the tooth
level
than you
than that,
got.
so, like, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. It was worth a shot, and in my.
A lot of bigger fish in the sea.
Yeah, we lack. Our team lacks again the required buffs and debuffs. We're all very individual fighters.
Well, I tried.
No, you're good. You've done a great job this
This session.
Right. Okay, so
I'm using
now.
my last action to cast heal on myself. Based on one of the feats that I took, I now no longer roll d8s. I roll d10s to heal.
fight. Nice.
That's hot. Okay. 19.
There's so many cocks at that table.
Doing.
I heal myself for 19.
Okay.
Nice.
More at yours.
No.
Yeah, that's my turn. My turn's done.
Great.
So now it's Fuckboy's turn.
Yep. Okay.
Oh
so,
god.
let's see here.
Let's go. Wait, when do our little dudes go? They go at the end of the initiative?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I forget they're there.
I don't think they.
We're proud of you, Johnson,
When?
and
There's 2.
He gave them their last turn.
Oh, okay.
Last round.
Well, Fredrick's at the top of the initiative.
Yeah.
And they went right before Fredrick?
Yes.
Okay. There was like a full 3 minutes that I was just looking through my notes and not paying attention to what was happening. So, for something fully irrelevant,
Okay.
I'm good at this, guys.
I got this. This is the last round. I mean, next round's the last round. Fredrick has to go again.
Wait, I think I messed up on the counteracting rules because they're really complicated. It says if the effect is a spell, its rank is the counteract rank. What level is Mystic Armor? 1?
Yeah.
Then the DC. It says if the effect is a spell, its rank is a counteract rank. Otherwise, half its level round up to its counteract rank. And this table is really weird. So, success.
What page is that?
431.
Might be different for the remaster.
Yeah. Says, when attempting a counteract check, add the relevant skill modifier for the against the target's DC. If you're counteracting affliction, no. Spellcaster's DC.
What?
Wait, what? I really don't get this at all. I thought I did, but I really don't.
Is now a good time to go to the bathroom?
Well, I thought we'd be wrapping up, but now we've hit a
We hit a wall.
wall here, waiting for. Go to the bathroom.
Alright,
Okay, oh wait, no, the counteract rank is just depending on what I can counteract. So I don't think that really matters.
Okay.
I'll try and read more up on it. It still failed.
Sure. So he's going to try to do another manipulate action.
You just got your reaction back.
So go ahead and give it a shot.
32.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that does interrupt it.
It's
So
a crit?
oh right, has
It's
to
gotta
be
be a crit
Yeah,
interrupt.
No,
I just
no.
do damage if I hit.
Okay, go ahead.
If it's a crit,
Yeah.
it's interrupt.
Go ahead. It's not a crit.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
You said 32.
Hey, we'll lock it. Yes.
Yeah. No.
Each other honest. 14 points of damage.
14 points. Okay. He, of course, it's in this game. It's called Translocate. It's not Dimension. But you watch as he translocates once again. Except this time, instead of translocating away, it translocates to the tent.
Inside or to the entrance?
Well, he can't see inside, so
Okay.
Yeah, it's within.
Oh, it is a place you can see.
I think so.
Regular dimension, like 5e dimension door.
Within
is-
range that you can see. That
Okay.
is- yes.
There you go.
So he teleports
Behind this guy.
into behind.
Where the door is.
Yes. So that was 2 actions. His next action, his last and final action, is to go inside.
Oh! And then I killed him.
And I'll wait for.
Can we just ask her?
Oh hey, nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Brandon? Brandon?
I'm sorry. I
You tried. You got close. but not
Can you
close
find the
enough.
magic boy on the map?
Probably not.
Check the place you don't want him to be.
Oh god. No,
Oh
no,
god,
no,
the
no,
pain
no,
on
no.
her face was real.
He's not in the tent.
He's in the tent.
He's in the tent.
Put like a padlock on that or something. I kind of remember saying I did that.
No, 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 no.
But he is out of action.
We're gonna get the blood.
I'm gonna go in the tent.
Combat concluded. The runic warrior, upon seeing the objective completed, begins to leave.
Kill him. I'm killing. Fredrick, get in the tent, and I'm killing him.
Okay.
He got away once, not this time. Fredrick is...
So the top of the runic warrior, you watch him. You don't know where he's going, but he's starting to walk down the
If
the
he's
thing. So,
no, I'm shooting at him until he is dead.
Shoot.
That's not good.
How much stride would it take for me to get
It's
there?
like an 18. No.
Probably 2 actions.
I can.
Okay, then I cannot.
Can I keep
Big swing,
shooting?
but I can still swing.
More action.
So yeah, I mean he keeps going. You don't know where he's going, but he is currently vacating the premises, having seen the goal been accomplished. Like
Yeah, Fredrick, get him out of there. And
32.
that's a 27 to hit.
I think my dispel magic actually technically did work.
Okay.
This is so complicated.
His mystic armor is
I
gone.
actually do know how
So,
I do,
but
but I,
would
haven't-
that-
I specifically
No,
avoided
okay.
It wouldn't have
it.
critted. It wouldn't have
Okay,
critted for
I
this.
don't remember
It's only
what
plus
you did.
1
would not
AC,
have.
so it
Okay.
wouldn't have crit.
Don't even play. You don't
I
even
didn't
think it
actually
would have.
incorporate it just to make sure.
Dispel magic is so fucking complicated. It is ridiculous.
So you got a 27. You fire.
It's 5 damage. I don't think I have exploit vulnerability up right now, so I don't get that bonus.
You got divine disharmony on last time, didn't you? I don't know.
I'm
what
a
it
different
does.
guy.
No. Well, I didn't
Or
get it. I
didn't
tried
get
it and
it.
didn't get it. But
Okay.
I do actually think I do get my lantern bonus, so... What did I say? 5? It's actually 7.
Okay.
Makes a big difference.
Well, while you
And
guys
I'm-
are trying to capture him, I guess. So who's trying to capture this runic warrior?
No, I'm killing him.
Okay.
Are you going for him, or are you going in the tent?
She said to go for you to go to the tent.
Wait, I think Brandon, is confused.
Runic warrior
Yeah.
is not blue-eyed man.
Who the fuck is a runic warrior?
The only one left alive.
The
that's
only
not
one
me.
left
Don't
alive.
care. Tent.
Okay.
Great.
To the tent.
I'm
Okay.
Because if
saving.
you're not going for the tent, I am, and I think that's worse.
I was under the assumption, which is wrong, that
Runic
runic
warrior.
warrior was blue-eyed dude.
No. Those
Okay.
I'm going for the blue-eyed dude and getting him the fuck out of there.
Okay.
I'm saving Torin from the river.
Okay. Saving Torin.
When
Grab my bow.
Don't break your bow.
I don't
It's
know.
fine. It's composite.
Out of curiosity, have you guys been keeping track of the rounds?
I had 1 turn. I lost 2 turns. Round 4. I think this is technically round 5. I think. 4 or 5.
did Johnny tell us how long he needed?
He didn't.
Not specifics, but you delayed them pretty long. You know,
This
forced
is
them
the-
into hard.
This would have been the top of the 5th.
The fit. That is
Yeah.
that is
So
the
4
correct.
pass.
That is correct. That's what I
16
have.
is 24.
So you delayed them for a while.
24.
Lost a lot of health, got
Yeah.
beaten to crap, but you delayed them for quite a while.
What
So
do you mean?
Yes.
I've got 3 left.
you watch as he enters the tent. The runic warrior lowers himself down.
Can I keep trying to? Can
Yes,
I keep
yeah,
shooting?
sure. All the while you're pew pew shooting, and he's taking shots.
And I'm
He gets to the bottom as you're rushing the tent. He drops his weapon and does sort of this, like a "come at me" kind of gesture, specifically to you.
Fredrick is going to the tent. Is nearing the
I'm
tent.
getting
in the
to the
tent.
tent.
Blue-eyed guy out of there. He's escaped me
Then
once.
I'm-
He will not escape me again.
I fully jump off the ladder and go and charge this guy
Okay.
and start just beating the shit out of him.
You kill him then, if that's what you want.
Great.
Is he dead? He doesn't stop you, whatever you do.
Can I leave him unconscious? I think fists
They have the non-lethal.
are
trait.
non-lethal anyway.
So you would have
And
a
I
penalty to.
was imagining my fist and not my.
Torin and I run over and grab her and pull her off.
Okay.
And we like
so you don't.
restrain her.
You don't. Okay.
He's
okay.
down. He's down.
So let's RP this. Because the player
blue.
logic is obviously you want to keep the guy alive. I understand that. I think there's a world
No, I
in
think
which Annabelle is like rabid. I think, and especially
Yes.
with your current condition. Now that's your decision. Like, that's your roleplay decision
Yes.
as to what you think. But I would caution not to just do what the most... You know, I don't know if...
Your
I'm not
base
sure if that's what
instinct.
Annabelle would do. Maybe it's a roll. Maybe it's a... I don't know. I leave that. It's, you know, whatever you'd like to do with that.
Honestly, I think she's going after this guy because he doesn't get to just walk away, and to give her something to do other than go in that tent.
Yeah.
She's not so much like, this isn't the guy she wants. She wants to be beating Blue Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not gonna let this guy get away, and I do think she has a lot of questions, and if they can't ask Blue Eyes, she's gonna ask this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll kill him if he doesn't know, but that's later.
So that's the...
So I'm not trying to kill him, I'm trying to incapacitate him.
Okay.
Knock him out.
I'll accept whatever you feel Annabelle would be thinking at this time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you rush this person
He's
to...
also seemingly human, yeah?
Yes.
Mortal?
That's mortal,
Yeah.
human,
Not killing
mostly
him.
human, it
Not
seems.
killing him.
Okay. So you dive bomb him and he goes down. Who's dealing with her? What are you doing?
Witton is...
So we know what you're doing. What are you doing? And after this, we'll have our minor break and then we'll
Witton
wrap
is
up.
gonna go towards the tent.
Okay, tent.
Yeah.
Torin?
Torin and I
Torin?
are grabbing... Yeah. Oh, still
Grabbing
Torin.
me
then.
off.
Yeah.
Save
Why are you
Torin.
taking me out? I don't know. It comes in and out.
Well, the battle.
I'm trying to have
the
a bath,
battle's over.
Claire. You know how long it's been since I've had a bath?
This isn't a dust bath, Torin. I have to teach you about dust baths.
Let me go back.
No. Gotta come
I was
out.
having a nice dream.
Gotta come out.
I'm
A
moving,
dream
not
that I'll
moving
talk
at
to you
all.
about when I come back.
No.
I try to push his eyelids up.
Okay.
Look me in the eyes.
So you two rush the tent. And you get to the flap, or the closest part, and as you're about to pull back, a purple flash, like a poof, occurs. And for a split second, you think you failed. And you would be right if you had not have delayed him for 3 rounds.
Okay.
Instead, you watch as Magic Man is blown outside of the tent at an extreme force
I chased the body.
and slams
Into the
hard
Into the...
into the like kind of tree area there, and is basically like against the tree.
I love that.
And coming out of the tent is
Sebastian, level 7.
Sebastian. A level 6 is Sebastian.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry to say he's lost all of his hair.
Bald!
He is covered in symbols and sigils aglow, much like Johnny. His eyes glow in that
Is
same
Johnny also bald?
viscous purple.
Yes, he just has a beard.
He's always had his hood up.
Oh,
Okay.
Fair. Yeah.
But he has a beard.
I might
Okay.
have described it but in this case, at this point, I'm not saying he's permanently bald, but
No,
he does not have,
that was... Yeah.
he does
just
not-
lost all his
but
hair.
because you see all these tattoos running down the neck
Uh-huh.
and onto the skull, and like they're glowing, almost moving on
Yeah.
the skin. So he had to do something there. As he's walking through, and basically like in this torrent of energy, like it's that metallic tang, that sort of intense feeling of energy is emanating out from him as he steps down, barely, like almost hobbling. He's like shaking. He's got this like grit, this rageful look. John A is coming out as well, and he's screaming something, but you can't quite hear him over the intense tinnitus ring as he's. And as he approaches, what do you guys do as this is happening?
He still looks like Sebastian.
Just
Generally-
It's still Sebastian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
stopped beating up the guy.
just holding him by the neck and just
I think he's unconscious by this point, but I just sigh of relief that Sebastian is not dead.
So you guys just let whatever's about to
I am
transpire.
rushing the blue-eyed guy.
Okay, you're trying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, give me if you can do this, pull this off. Great. I'd love to see you do it. I think it'll be hilarious if you manage to pull this off. I need an athletics check from you.
Absolutely.
and I am going to tell you right now, the odds are not with you, but there is a chance. If you roll that 20, it will happen.
Athletics.
Got to roll the 20. You have a hero point. Got to roll the 20.
Come on, buddy.
Like I know the math. Like you're gonna have to hit that 20 to make this happen.
On him.
What?
Come on.
Okay.
It's only a +1.
Okay.
No.
Damn.
Not the 20. So you having fun, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So the amount of sheer energy that's pushing back on you is preventing you from moving any closer. It's like that scene where in X-Men, like that crappy last X-Men movie where Wolverine's like, Gah! Like with the Phoenix, you know, with hey, the Phoenix, what's her name? Is that it?
Dark Phoenix.
Like he's like, Gah! Like you know, it's
good
like
name.
ripping flesh as he's approaching, but you can see your eyes are trained right on him, and I would say that's the group check to try to like get involved.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I dived in the water with Torin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see
They're having a beach episode.
clear as day, like this kind of sullen, almost blue figure, like look him up and down, and you can swear he smiles. His hands collapse like this. He closes his eyes, and from the center of his chest, a shell made of some material. And as soon as that happens,
Turtle Sebastian.
well, no, not Sebastian, the blue-eyed guy.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as that happens, Sebastian's energy output almost like sputters out as his eyes come like in and out of the color into his normal, and it turns off almost like a light switch, and he collapses forward on himself. John A, of course, comes and supports, and he's screaming like, "You complete moron! What are you thinking? Like, you know, you're not ready for such magics. You know, you could have killed yourself. You know, stuff like that."
He's always been ambitious.
And you see
Sebastian
in the corner,
for ya.
locked in a crystal cage, the blue-eyed man with his eyes closed. Let's take our break very quickly. And then we'll do our denouement afterwards. All right, we'll be back. Let's call it like 5-10 minutes. We'll get in, get this out,
10.
I can't swim.
I went.
I can't swim.
Damn it.
and we'll do our denouement and go through to the ending of this session. All right, we'll be right back. Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Don't.
And we're back. Last 45 minutes here, 35 minutes here. We'll do our little denouement, and we'll set up the next session, and we'll be good to go. So, you guys have successfully, asterisk, air quotes, completed your combat, and the blue-eyed man has sealed himself in some sort of crystalline substance, a la Attack on Titan, I guess, if I was to use a out-of-universe reference, again, for mental imagery.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah. I was going to say, Fredrick, get that in the tent.
Pick what up?
The crystalline structure thing.
I mean, you can try.
I think that's what
I
he's
will
saying.
try.
Yeah.
Give me just a flat athletics again. Or not flat, just give me athletics. Flat athletics doesn't make any sense.
Could be basic.
23.
Okay. You're able to barely lift it, and you're moving into the tent. If I could see you, I would...
Tent.
Well, that's the safest place for it, right?
River.
River.
I think it might be a good idea to have eyes on it.
I think yeah.
Move it to the tent.
Okay, so inside the tent it goes. You look around at the scene and notice
very angrily. He wanted to put it in the bottom of the river.
the vast majority of people that were defending the camp have perished. 6 of the 8 have died. And that leaves only 2 other additional people to be a fighting force. And as you just saw with this
Johnson and
Brigadine
We got Eagle Eye Johnson.
Eagle Eye Johnson.
and Barge and Brigadine.
Barge and Brigade.
I'm not going to remember that. Anyway, so
I got it.
you guys know,
got
like,
it.
No, you got
I
it.
got it.
all that really remains are the women and children, and you watch as they coalesce around the dead, and those who were family men or women, you know, are being mourned by their families. It's pretty tragic. And even John A is kind of, like, you know, kind of reserved, a little, you know, more passive than you would assume.
Witton is going to all of the dead, and respectfully for those that has family surrounding them, he's just trying to gather cover where needed and more or less take care of.
Scoop up the remains when when necessary, when visceral.
Yep. Doing what would effectively be like last rites.
Sure.
That kind of thing. With his own jaw kind of like dislocated in one spot.
So you go through and you conduct those rites and you assist. And the general consensus, I don't think anyone blames you for this or anything like that. But some are questioning John A. and why he bothered with this person, because this one person has caused the lives lost of multiple people 3 or 4 times his own weight, and he hasn't done anything, right, but lay around and complain since he got here. So there is some pushback and a little bit of anger and some vitriol from some of the members. But it seems a lot of the goodwill that John has built up over the time of knowing these people is paying off, because you can watch as he's easily able to placate them into accepting the reality, which is the only way for us to effectively win, air quotes, win this confrontation is through using him. He's seen that Sebastian has a greater part to play, and losing him would lose everybody. And then that sort of, at least for now, seems to reduce the vitriol kind of shared throughout the remaining survivors who were hiding throughout the woods while the confrontation occurred. The 2 other survivors, Brigading and Johnson, gather around and help bury the dead. And after you guys kind of testing the crystal to see what it is, or do whatever else, we'll proceed. So is there anything that you guys would like to do before we proceed with the final sort of segment here?
Is he dead?
So you're checking. Obviously, it's impossible to check life signs, but if someone had detect life or something like that as a spell, or the use of that probably could. If you don't, then
I can detect magic.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's magical. It's obviously magical.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that would do it.
I mean.
Now, something very curious, though. I'll allow someone to make an, I would say,
Medicine?
Arcana.
Or Arcana.
I'll allow an Arcana check,
I
to recall knowledge.
I also have a new thing from a feat that I just got, so
Okay.
if anyone...
Take it.
Cool. Okay, so technically, here's the feat. It was 4 Arcana, which is a 12, but if that is a failure, I can re-roll using...
Cognitive crossover?
Yes.
Nice!
I can use religion.
You got a 12 total?
Is it a failure?
Yes.
Then I can
Re-roll it.
with religion.
Okay.
Love. Bitch.
18.
Okay.
Only a little bit better.
Okay. So, upon looking at the crystalline structure, the only thing you can divine that is of any consequence is that the way its facets look, the way the angles and the amount of angles there are within said facets, which is the general construction of this crystalline structure, reminds you considerably of the crystals found underneath the various preservation sites you've encountered.
Interesting. Okay.
But that's all you can divine.
Yeah, and I convey that information to everyone around.
All right.
And Sebastian is still unconscious, just passed out.
He's collapsed. You'd have to go check on him to see if he's conscious.
As soon as he collapsed, I ran to him.
It would see, unfortunately, he is still, completely out of the fight.
Yeah.
And that's not for the sake of, just, it's the amount of stuff that's happening to him psychologically, physically, it's just... Yeah. He can't, his body cannot handle, it can't handle it. So he's just in and out, unable to really speak. He's muttering to himself something about mother, and that's all you can really, that's the only word you can really detect as he speaks.
Yes.
The halfling word for mom or mother.
Given, I know it used to burn if I touched him or there was something upon contact. Is that still happening?
As you touch him?
Yeah.
No.
Great.
There's some reaction, but it's not like a.
It's not as
intense.
Not like
okay.
it was originally. Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna pick him up and bring him back into the tent.
Okay.
Lay him down. As John A is going about, placating people.
He watches you. This is kind of after that. So
yeah.
He watches you and he follows you inside of the tent.
like to follow.
Okay. Puts his, and whoever else would like to be a part of this may. He puts his.
I am present.
No.
Come on, Fredrick.
No. I
No,
think
you're saying.
Fredrick would just kind of default mentally and just do a wide berth control circle.
Yeah. All the while looking at that crystal, and
Angry,
assuming
he
you've
can't just
tied
break
up,
it.
you've tied up one of his followers.
Yeah, the one that was not killed.
Oh,
Oh, I could
Is he
question
waking
him.
up?
You can question him.
Well, he's just been knocked out.
Okay, I go with Fredrick to question him. How's that sound?
Okay. So
We
you
take
guys.
him into the tree line.
So he's
we leave the camp.
Oh God! Oh God!
he's completely unconscious.
Oh yeah, we'll wait.
Slap.
So
Johnny.
Pull out a healing potion.
No, you don't. Fuck off.
So John A stands and it's kind of like looking, pontificating at Sebastian.
Johnny, we lost 6 men.
They knew the risks, but it is not something that I foresaw.
Is it worked? It's
Was this worth it?
If what I've seen is to be believed, yes, but the visions are tricky. They come in dreams. It's hard to track exactly what is true and what's not. All I have is instinct, and I feel without this man, our pursuit south will be doomed.
so it's worth it. More than for him, worth it for all of us.
Perhaps not to those who have lost loved ones today, but I do
But
think
even for their survival.
that is what my heart tells me.
This was reckless. This was.
He would be dead by now if we had not started. I'll admit, instinct gets you only so far, but it has to be some consolation that your kin is still living, no? Worth of life is a... What?
I don't know. I just heard #worth.
What?
Worth it.
The worth of one's life is tabulated in a variety of ways, depending on the man. Some believe it is their actions, others believe inherent worth, some in the soul. For me, in this world, the brutal truth is, what a man can do is his worth. Nothing else matters. The society of old is gone, and if this man can help us, then I will take responsibility for the deaths of those that lay outside. And that is all I can do. It is done. And we have more pressing matters to discuss than the dead.
Fine.
We are, as a result of this interaction with, dare I say, your kind, at a disadvantage. While you all are strong...
What do you mean? What do you know? Your kind? Our kind?
Well, you guys have to remind...
I know. I
I've
want to
had
know
conversations
what
about the bound and his opinion on it.
Yeah,
he's talked about it.
But what does he know about this guy?
So you're asking, what do you
Blue-eyed man.
do? You
What
know
do you know
do you know anything
about-
about the blue-eyed man?
This man. Who is he bound? What?
I have had no vision or understanding or insight regarding this particular individual. Nothing.
Then how do you know that he's bound?
What else could he be? He is not demon kind. He was using traditional spellcasting. Spells that were forged before he was even born by mortals.
Gary Gygax.
Gary Gygax.
So, what were you saying?
This encounter has left us short-manned. There's only 2 fighting men, and despite your strength, we will need more than that to siege the gates of Octo, Low Ridge, or whatever you call it. even more to potentially find these preservation outposts. If you were to travel alone, you would perish. I've seen it. You will need a strong fighting force to reach the Southlands. There is no other way. I feel as though your reasoning, your pressure for being here, this for Nirvana, whether it is real or not remains to be seen, but I feel you're meant for something greater down here. Sorry, I can't look over here. You guys aren't present.
I've been trying to avoid eye contact.
You are meant for something more. I feel it in my heart, and if you don't reach the south by the month's end, death is the least of our worries. Petty curses.
So where do we raise an army from?
There aren't any pieces of civilization anywhere near here.
I fear the only thing you can do is travel south and attempt to forge a path to the first of the 3 temples located on your map. That is what my instincts tell me is the best bet. If we just stay here, we will die. If we travel out of the jungle, we will die. There are too many of them in the forefront. There's only so much our people can protect you with our energies. Eventually, they will find you. And I fear as though the nearest outpost going north is the gnomes, and they won't help us. My gut says our only choice is to recon and scout south to see if we can find a path for these people. And maybe, by chance, find others. You see the amount of humanoids brought through the jungle of Blightmoor. Perhaps there's an encampment. Perhaps there's some force. My gut says there is our only chance.
Free some of the captured people that the demons are bringing.
That is it. I
Build
do
our
have a
force
better
from
idea.
that.
There are warriors. We've seen them captured, brought along the
Everyone's
gorgeous path.
But why is it worth bringing the ones who can't fight, the ones who are defenseless? Can't
They
they just stay
are
here?
our shroud, our protection. We can. I guess what's the word I'm thinking of? Conceal. Sorry, the conceal. He used conceal anyway. They conceal your movements. Your energies are notedly distinct. Even though you've gone through the transformation, it won't protect you for long periods of time. These people can provide a shroud as we travel south.
There's nothing that guarantees their safety.
Of course not. They knew that coming in.
But if we make it, we can get them to safety.
If we can get to Octo and usurp Retchgor and find, let's say, the gods deem Nirvana, then that would be enough solace for those who survive. And perhaps, who's to say, the souls of those who have passed on, could they be there? That might be enough for them to sustain themselves on the journey south. Search your humanity. This is the only way.
I'm committed to this idea. It's just a bit
Idealistic.
idealistic, a bit larger than I can quite grasp. Leading all these people to Nirvana.
That is why you were put here, to serve the will of the old gods, whose creation has been severed from their light. You are the lighthouse in the darkness, leading the ships of mortal men, elves, dwarves, and gnomes to salvation. This is the only way I can see your lives having meaning. If you reject that, that is on you.
I
You
don't
are
reject that.
ones who wield your free will, but this is what I've seen. This is how you can use your God-bound nature for good. What else would you do? Self-service? Saving yourself just for the sake of it? This is larger than you.
I
This
know
could-
that. And I feel like I've failed. I've let 6 people die to save my brother.
You fail when you give up.
I'm not giving up.
And there's nothing more to say. You have a choice. Either leave or take this rabble, this pathetic lot south, and potentially find salvation.
Do you feel insulted suddenly?
I kind of feel insulted suddenly.
I'm just there.
The choice is yours. He stands up.
I'm gonna go keep
Got the
watch.
guy over my shoulder.
So be it.
And I go up.
Okay.
I'm
So,
If there's a spare longbow, if any of the guards had a longbow, I'll take that with me. 'Cause
I'm gonna
I'm-
so
Stay
the
for just
sun
a
is
sec.
just now cresting. It's just now the dawn.
I'm staying with John A for just a second. If
Okay.
he's like trying to get out or anything, I'm
Sure.
just gonna grab his arm. I understand that we have more capability than the rest of them here that are still living. That doesn't make their lives worth any less for any reason.
The difference between you and them isn't whether their lives are worth less or more. It is, what can you or them do to preserve the light of mortality?
So their worth is based on the amount they can give for rather than just existing.
Their worth is the seed of hope they provide. Humanity is lost. Elfkind abandoned this realm. The dwarves sequestered underground, and the gnomes tinkering in the dark. All that remains on those who are surface dwellers are those you see out there. Without them, there is no hope. Without you, there is no hope. You both have a part to play, yes, but your part is active and now. Their part comes after. Do you understand? They must survive. But you are the most important person now, in this time. For without you, there is no future for them. They will be lost to the sands of time, this demonic incursion. So these petty scales you put on them, this weight of worth, is only relative to the now. And now, yes, I'm sorry to say, my fair insectoid friend, you are worth more. But there will come a time, and it is up for you to swallow this bitter pill, where you will be worth less. And he leaves.
Worth less right now anyway.
Okay, so I'll let you guys rest. You guys are dealing with this. Dealing with this guy. So for the sake of brevity and time, you notice that no matter what you attempt to do, he's like under some sort of catatonic, almost like a spell-like slumber.
Even when I tickle his balls?
Even when you tickle his balls.
Damn it. That always works.
And it seems you've noticed
with
over
Torin.
time, his breathing becomes slightly more labored, and his heart rate is starting to increase.
Can I do a medicine check to try to figure it out?
Sure. It's the only thing I'll allow you to do, just for the sake of time.
Did I kill him?
Kill.
Oopsies.
I don't
17.
know. He's
17?
dead.
It seems like his
I rolled
life,
higher than 4.
his
rolled a 5.
his life force,
Oh God!
his life force is inherently growing weaker. But it's not because of the costing. There's something else going on at play here. Okay, so the day is dawning. You've been submitted with a new task. Pathfind a way to the next temple. So we have the map.
It's in the thing.
He said it. He said it. He said a thing.
Oh my God!
We have to find a path.
I feel my life force slowly draining away, but not because I was beat up.
Ha!
There's the map.
Ha!
Ta-da. All right,
What?
we're over here. We have to get away to the first temple,
Yes.
the temple mine.
And the skinny ones are rivers.
Correct.
And we're
Except for that. That's not a river.
I
that's
will
the
lead
path.
the
Right.
way. And then I fall unconscious with my 3 health points remaining.
Okay, so we can prepare. We can rest. Let's
Yes.
we'll go through a long rest. We'll start
Rest.
tomorrow.
Since this guy looks like he's on his way out.
Yeah.
And heal to
Is
full
his-
because I'll
does
take the
his-
time to
Now,
make sure.
if you
I
maybe
Armor
could-
seem enchanted? Anything he has on him? Anything seem valuable to rearm one of our other people?
There are symbols embedded in his chest physically, but not any items. Like he has that runic sword, though. It's a runed longsword.
if we stand?
It has 1d8 plus 6 slashing and 1d plus 1d6 force damage.
It's 4.
3.
And plus 13 to, depending on your proficiency. And it's a versatile piercing weapon as well.
You can rest. And
So it has
heal.
slashing and piercing. Okay, so you guys take a minute to recover yourselves, but there's really no time to waste. Without a fighting force and defensive grounds here, if you were to stay to defend these people, they would eventually, they would get some food and water, but you're at a stalemate. And the time is running thin for you. And in a month, when you die from the curse, they'll be dead.
Yeah.
So time is of essence. So I'm imagining, for the sake of time here on the session,
Yeah.
that we want to start finding a path to the path south.
If we follow along the river, that'll take us back to the road very close to the Temple Mind.
And it'd take 3 days.
Take about 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay. If
Well,
the map,
everybody's-
may I see it just to make sure
Yep.
I'm 100% just pointed towards me.
Oh, well.
Never mind.
It worked.
You want a long sword?
The little sticky note, the tiny side is
I'm
1
so
day
glad
worth.
I'm
Efficiency there.
disintelligent.
Okay. It's a marshal.
So you guys are like right here.
Yes.
Yes,
So
the
your goal is
triangle is our
basically-
preservation outfit.
Basically, you want to try to follow the river that we see here.
Yes, yes.
And try to just follow it east. It's like I designed this to be the easiest one to go
Whoa,
on.
but it is a 3-day.
Yeah. 3-day journey.
To the Temple Mind.
There you go.
So, do you guys prep yourself, and are you? Is there anything you would like to do prior to setting off into the jungle?
We're coming.
Torin is coming
You
along.
first. You first.
Even though it may not be magical, it might be just in better shape. Any scavenged enemy weapons or armor we can to rearm other people, we'll take
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
It may not be magical, but in
And they
just
won't be the
quality of make, it might be better.
And are they holding
right.
any potions?
As it turns out, they all have some potions.
What?
No, they don't carry.
I was
I'm so
gonna
sorry.
be so
Damn
shocked. I
it.
was like, wow,
Okay, so-
look at that. Do they have any
Any-
loot? Loot the corpse.
So the people that were disintegrate, like every essence of them was just evaporated except
sure,
their
sure,
bones.
Sure.
But the one that survived or wasn't killed, but two,
yeah.
both have a ruined longsword, like I said.
I'm gonna
So you
hand
Right.
one
So-
rune long sword to our goblin,
okay.
and then I'll just give the other one to Eagle Eye Johnson, mostly because he's long range. What
And
did
Brigadine.
Bargin, Brigadine?
Barge and Brigadine. Okay,
Were they more ranged or melee?
they were both ranged.
Both ranged. Then I'll just
Don't worry, we'll keep
Rangers.
I'll
down.
hand it to one of them to repurpose.
Rangers can use both.
Yeah, don't you worry, man. We'll keep down this fort. Don't you worry about a thing.
Well, I appreciate your service. Was that Johnson and Brigadier?
Yeah.
Yes.
One change like this. Everyone sound a little bit like this. One's a little bit cool.
be a little more down.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to do before traversing? forward?
And we're doing it like on this new day, or
Yeah.
well, it would have to. Would it not be the next day because we just rested and got like all stuff?
Whenever
Well-
you were rested and ready, like a
Yeah.
long rest amount. Whenever you guys would like to
We
leave.
leave at midnight.
We leave it at night.
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
Okay.
Rest
As
throughout
long
the
as-
day. Not maybe midnight, but like
Sometime at
Nighttime.
Like,
right,
Okay.
right
It's
around
dark
sunset.
out.
but as
Yeah.
long as we can fully rest, get all our
rest,
stuff back
yeah.
within that time
Yeah.
period.
So you guys rest. You recuperate. It's about 8. So it's just now getting into the dusk time. It's about getting into dusk, and you guys are prepared to start traveling eastward towards.
Are you gonna do that recovery check every?
I was gonna just say, like, do we have to worry about recovery checks to make sure I heal everyone back to max, or just kind of leave it be?
I would just say you'd take the
able
time
to
to
train.
recover.
Cool.
Yeah, between you and me, we can round robin.
Yeah.
Because my medicine is pretty good.
Okay. So, you guys are prepared. You've gathered your gear. You've distributed the loot as intended. You've given the fort over to John A. Sebastian, who is still slightly recovering. And as you guys leave, Sebastian kind of waltzes out of the tent, and you guys are starting to. He's heard
Yeah.
you're leaving. He stumbles out of the tent,
You're up.
and he sees you from like
Yeah.
first. And you guys
He's
are
up.
walking away.
He's awake.
So do you look back at him?
Yeah.
He waves.
I
And he kind of smiles, and John is like, it's time to return to our session, and so he returns it. So you guys venture outwards. All right. So as you follow the river, westward towards, because it should coincide with a small path turning north to get to the Temple of Mind, if the map is to be believed. You begin to move, in a kind of a snake-like pattern, and it's pretty boring. I mean, do you move on foot or do you move on a boat? Like do you make a boat? Like, what do you prefer to do?
Torin could make us a little raft.
Sure. So you guys
do we want to do that? That might be a horrible plan, given that we've already encountered. Yeah, but I think
we've already encountered a horrible sea creature.
Yes, a horrible river
Fighting underwater is god.
No, that was right here.
Entirely up to you.
Fighting underwater is god awful. I'm not
faster.
Underwater.
All right, great. Okay. Then we walk along the river.
Okay, it's gonna take
turn
longer
around
than...
and Torin, and I shake my head really, really fast, and he pushes it back because he'd already built one.
Okay, so you guys walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand it's faster, but this river does end, right? Like, there's no way to...
Where's the map? Where'd it go? What?
Are we going?
Why would you put it away? We're still doing this!
Are we
We're
going?
still in the middle of the session!
Only caveat question.
It doesn't really end. It looks like it goes past the path.
Are we going up? Like, are we following?
It basically
the river?
intersects perfectly with the
so
path.
we are here. The river goes along this way, and it meets the road again. We cross and get to the temple.
But are we going with or against the river? It looks like we're going with.
With. So
With.
everything's
With.
traveling
So-
we
southward.
should get on.
We
the
should definitely raft.
We
That's why I
should
was.
raft.
Yes.
We
raft.
I know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I turn around and I gesture excitedly to Torin, and he drags it back out.
Fredrick would very begrudgingly get on the raft.
If it makes you feel any better.
Guys, what, they sing a song? A rafting song?
Yes,
I can
it's called
sing a song.
Silence.
Oh.
I can't believe it. I love rafting so much. And so you guys rafting, I still can't. I have to hear it. I can't.
Like,
Claire,
walk on the
we
water
should-
instead.
No, it's a
11's is
We
breakfast.
should still be quiet and try to be as sneaky as possible.
Okay. So you guys get in the boat, and so it's going to cut your time in half, effectively. So it's about a day and some change rather than 3 days.
We are sailing.
So you're
Fredrick
sailing down, and
puts forth hearty effort to help row.
as you're sailing down, luckily, like, the sounds
Don't
of
do too much
chaos and
splashing.
demonic incursion are pretty light. You really only hear the sounds of the forest, and there's a thickness, a humidity in the air mixed with the demonic corruption that's really difficult. You can tell there's like this swirling of energies. Like, one minute it's thick with corruption, the other minute it swirls out of fresh, clean air. You can almost breathe again. But it's rather uneventful, according to the die roll I just made. It's rather uneventful. Around like 12 hours after stopping and going to the bathroom and stuff, about halfway through your journey, you begin to hear something.
Torin, shut up.
And you notice that the river is picking up in speed just a little bit, which at first is a welcome sight.
Can I make a perception check to see what this is?
I mean, it's very vague, but it would be very high to be able to guess, infer what. But go
Okay
for
with
it.
that.
We're
You
heading
are
for
trying
the
to
waterfall, aren't we?
Take over
What's
paddle I'm
your
using and turn it
perception?
sideways to slow us.
Same. So.
Well, it would
you
like turn you off, like.
Well, I mean, you can
yeah,
assist.
like Snake, you know.
I assist.
25, 26 with
Okay.
assist.
You're noticing that there is a lot of felled, like new growth trees, and the kind of narrowing of this river is very strange. Like, it went from a kind of like a normal old river to like all of a sudden there's like a lot of like rocks and mud, like kind of narrowing the river, and a lot of like still rotting trees and younger growth trees as you guys are pursuing.
They're
So,
terrifying.
all the while, the river is increasing in speed.
Tie a rope to the arrows.
Let's get
There.
off to the bank side.
Terraforming.
We shouldn't raft all the way there. At the very least, we can
That's fine.
pull the raft
Getting
with us
too
while we
close
walk.
or too far too.
To the bank.
We've already gone like 12 hours, right?
Taking us over to the ledge to bring us
Yeah.
shoreside.
Let's
Shut up, Torin.
yeah.
We said it cut down the time, so we're probably even farther.
Oh, true. Right.
How far along this
Yeah.
along the river would you say we
we
are?
might be getting close to the.
You're about
to the
right,
path
about halfway
anyway.
through, so it's about 12 hours, about halfway
So
through,
there?
right? Yeah, so I
Okay.
said a day and some change.
So
So
Sure.
halfway.
about halfway.
Yeah,
will
just as
guide
a
us.
precaution.
Which side of the bank will be on, left or right?
We want to be on the left.
I will guide us to
I
the
think.
left bank.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say so.
As you start to guide yourself over, you can definitely hear it now. There's definitely a waterfall ahead. There's plenty of time, even if you went down a little bit further, to maneuver it. But the water's starting to get choppy and rapidy. So if you were to traverse down that way, you'd probably find a waterfall. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you traverse down, and you don't find a waterfall. You find something that's not currently on that map.
Oh.
You in particular, as you're getting closer, start to feel like your skin kind of alighting in a way, like goose pimples, but like kind of a burning, itching, like as you're getting closer.
Like a chaos
And
corruption kind
you
of?
see like the open air, like through the tree line up ahead. You see the waterfall, you see, but it's like kind of like bends with trees, and it's kind of hard to see. But you can see like the forest doesn't really continue. You approach the edge of the tree line, and you look through, and it is a sheer drop off, a massive sunder, huge, and you realize for the first time, this must be the northern edge of what's called the sheer. It is the inlet just north of Slatown. This large cleaving of land back from when Iomade and Ustar fought and basically shattered the land in two.
Yeah.
You couldn't have imagined that it would have extended 300, 400, 500 miles north. But it seems it has gone from coastline to coastline, a massive slice of the land, asunder about like a mile in chasm. It's huge.
Is it going east to west? Like, what's the cardinal?
Oh, yeah.
Is it lateral or longitudinal? To where?
Like, is it like here?
It's like,
Or like-
this.
Okay, so it's.
Other
Okay.
way. There you go. It's like
Oh,
that.
I gotcha.
See where
so
Slatown, so like slight,
this
it like
now
cuts
comes
the,
up.
it like, yeah, it actually cuts the landmass in half. And I give you that for free because you grew up next to it, but you
Yeah.
had no idea because no one goes up there,
Yes.
like,
Right,
Because
no.
the flow comes north to south, so
Oh.
no one can paddle up there. It's impossible. Like
Yeah.
the raging river that connects
that?
ocean to ocean.
Huh?
Did you add it?
No.
You can add it to the
Want a pencil?
map. You
To add it?
can do a
No.
pencil for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
pencil, you gotta
In
have
addition,
it. We
in the
will forget.
dusk, in the gloom, because 12 hours have passed, it's like starting to become dusk, like dusk to dawn again. Light is starting to percolate through. You see across the chasm, almost like bordered to it, on the opposite side, a bone pit, clear as day. The
Lovely.
smell upon entering that is so obvious. You can hear it as soon as you break out, like the wind pushes and swirls. Occasionally you can hear the screams, what seems to be hundreds of men and women being consumed in a place where not so long ago you found yourselves. You watch for a moment, and as you do, using your eagle eye, you have the gnomish device. So using your gnomish eye device, you're able to zoom in and look, and you see coming out of the forest on the opposite side and leading into the bone pit seems to be a brigade of people, a large amount, bookended on both sides by a myriad of demons. They're heavily clad in armor and bound, as if they look as though, based on what you're saying, like they just got fresh out of a battle. Some crazy battle. They were well outfitted as well, but their obviously pieces and swords are being tailed from behind in a wagon, with their helmets, swords, crossbows, all in a wagon. And you can see draping over the wagon is some form of, it's like some banner, some like kind of heraldry that you don't recognize at all. Would you like to describe that heraldry? Or do you keep it to yourself? Do you describe anything else you see? The weapons, the people, what do you tell them about what you see?
Yeah, I tell him about that there's a group of people.
Okay.
What does the heraldry look like? I don't recognize them.
It seems to be a tower. And on top of it, 3 swirling gusts of wind. And that's where we
taking
will
notes.
end it.
He just got like Winter Soldier activated.
Yes.
What? They look fresh. Nah, okay, but yeah, we can wrap up here.
Wow.
But you see, that's exactly
Train car.
what you see
Hot
draped over.
And there's a banner, like they had a band too. That would be so cool. We could like collab. It's kind of phallic.
And then there's these lines coming off the head of the. Oh wait, maybe it's more like a guardhouse or something.
This is the last airbender.
Grab my shield and I just plant it in front of the goblin. Ow.
Yeah, like that.
Leading the front seems to be a burly man.
I hand him the gnomish eye so he can look.
You see a
Fredrick's army.
You look and you see. You can't make out faces, but at the front, and still in all of their pride, seems to be their leader. Around your age, and filled with frost and fire. And that's where we'll end it.
Brother.
He's gonna be pissed when he sees me.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
a whole ass.
As the
He's gonna think I made a deal.
You can flee as you need to. It's 4 on the dot.
Yeah, I know.
So you can
as the credits roll, the
Love you.
credits scene is
I
me
get
and
that.
Torin sneaking off as everybody sleeps to go push the boat off the off the waterfall and just be like, well, that's so fun.
Excellent.
Like I said, great combat.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you had a good time. Godbound will return in a period of time.
Couple weeks.
And we're almost wrapped up with the Fallouts. We only got maybe a couple more sessions of that.
Yeah.
So looking forward to wrapping that up. Clearly his skin is magical. Skin him and make +1 human leather armor. Thank you, Eric, for the suggestion. We'll consider it and make sure. Very interesting story, very brief. Thank you very much, Forrest. I appreciate it. I'm sure that you probably have no idea as to what's going on. That's okay. We have fun here. Tell your friends. Come back and see us, why don't you? You know, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Go tell your friends we're here. We love to. We feed off of fun energy from the chat whenever we have a good time. Whenever people show. So tell your
Grim
friends.
does. He doesn't share it with us.
Yeah, I do. But I tell you guys the fun stuff.
You do.
Come
But
and
not
tell
the
your
really
friends.
fun
Join
stuff.
us every 2 weeks. Right now it's just 2 weeks because we don't make money doing this, so we have other things we have to do. But hey, tell your friends. We grow big enough. We'll up that to every week for sure. I'd love to do that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Scrib.
This has been Grim's Dungeon. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep it creepy. Thank you. Bye bye.
Ready to evolve.
Thank you.
Again.